some time to track the loot down. The gold did shine brightly and we spent it all. We must track the loot down, but it was cursed we all earned, our luck did fall. Give us some time to track the loot down. Track the loot down, we must track the loot down. We can't track the loot down. Blow us right back to the Rock of Brawl Town. Give us some time to track the loot down. Set sail on our magic ship, hoisted our flag. We must track the loot down. Plane after plane looking for all our swag. Give us some time to track the loot down. The curse brought misfortune to all of our crew. We must track the loot down. Magic both random and wild did ensue. Give us some time to track the loot down. Track the loot down, we must track the loot down. We can't track the loot down. Blow us right back to the Rock of Brawl Town. Give us some time to track the loot down. After it was spent of the curse we were told, we must track the loot down. Until we return every last piece of gold. Give us some time to track the loot down. The curse will follow each of us to our death. We must track the loot down. So we pursue it with our every breath. Give us some time to track the loot down. Track the loot down, we must track the loot down. We can't track the loot down. Blow us right back to the Rock of Brawl Town. Give us some time to track the loot down. Track the loot down, we must track the loot down. We can't track the loot down. Blow us right back to the Rock of Brawl Town. Give us some time to track the loot down. As we were a-sailing down the astral sea, we must track the loot down. A pretty fine treasure we chanced it to see. Give us some time to track the loot down. The gold did shine brightly and we spent it all. We must track the loot down, but it was cursed we all earned, our luck did fall. Give us some time to track the loot down. Track the loot down, we must track the loot down. We can't track the loot down. Blow us right back to the Rock of Brawl Town. Give us some time to track the loot down. Set sail on our magic ship, hoisted our flag. We must track the loot down. Plane after plane looking for all our swag. Give us some time to track the loot down. The curse brought misfortune to all of our crew. We must track the loot down. Magic both random and wild did ensue. Give us some time to track the loot down. Track the loot down, we must track the loot down. We can't track the loot down. Blow us right back to the Rock of Brawl Town. Give us some time to track the loot down. After it was spent of the curse we were told, we must track the loot down. Until we return every last piece of gold. Give us some time to track the loot down. The curse will follow each of us to our death. We must track the loot down. So we pursue it with our every breath. Give us some time to track the loot down. Track the loot down, we must track the loot down. We can't track the loot down. Blow us right back to the Rock of Brawl Town. Give us some time to track the loot down. Track the loot down, we must track the loot down. We can't track the loot down. Blow us right back to the Rock of Brawl Town. Give us some time to track the loot down. As we were a-sailing down the astral sea, we must track the loot down. A pretty fine treasure we chanced it to see. Give us some time to track the loot down. The gold did shine brightly and we spent it all. We must track the loot down, but it was cursed we all earned, our luck did fall. Give us some time to track the loot down. track the loot down. We must track the loot down. We can't track the loot down. Blow us right back to the Rock of Brawl Town. Give us some time to track the loot down. Set sail on our magic ship, hoisted our flag. We must track the loot down. Plane after plane looking for all our swag. Give us some time to track the loot down. The curse brought misfortune to all of our crew. We must track the loot down. Magic both random and wild did ensue. Give us some time to track the loot down. Track the loot down, we must track the loot down. We can't track the loot down. Blow us right back to the Rock of Brawl Town. Give us some time to track the loot down. After it was spent of the curse we were told, we must track the loot down. Until we return every last piece of gold. Give us some time to track the loot down. The curse will follow each of us to our death. We must track the loot down. So we pursue it with our every breath. Give us some time to track the loot down. Track the loot down, we must track the loot down. We can't track the loot down. Blow us right back to the Rock of Brawl Town. Give us some time to track the loot down. Track the loot down, we must track the loot down. We can't track the loot down. Blow us right back to the Rock of Brawl Town. Give us some time to track the loot down. As we were a-sailing down...
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Space Rock Cafe. We've been here the whole time.
Just like Strangling Mike. Check out Agents of Damn Campaign 1.
Sure should. Anyway, welcome back. We're on episode 21. We're legal to drink. Hooray. At least in the United States. I think everywhere else we've already been legal. But making that joke off screen. Anyway, you guys should check out our sponsors. We are sponsored by Many Worlds Tavern, Dragon Master Games, Fanroll Dice, and Minva RPG. Use code BardRock Cafe for 10% off at checkout. Also, you'll see us using a wild magic chart made on the DM's Guild by Dave Panfio. It's wild magic for every class, and it's lots of fun. And if you enjoy hearing about all the chaos these guys are going to go through, you should go give it a read. Anyway, hey guys. We had some interesting dream stuff happen last time. You guys got a little bit stronger. You guys are back on the ship. Some timey-wimey bullshit happened between the session, and we're just about ready to progress the plot. But what's everyone been up to as the ship has been traveling and you guys are getting ready to make port on this new world? Oh, also, you should introduce yourselves first, because I definitely forgot that. Who wants to go first? Polly.
All right. Hi, I'm Ursa, and I'm playing Polly. I am the chef / sometimes acting captain of this ship. I think right now Jake is acting as admiral and captain. I don't know. I cook.
So when the admiral's on their flagship, the captain steps down from the captain's chair.
Yeah, I
understand it. So
I cook the food, and I make a lot of stuff around food. That's pretty much it, I think. I was a dinosaur for a while. That was fun.
Who's next? You guys can go around. I believe in you. You can do it.
Roll initiative.
I'm Coach Hero, the Unsummoned Skull. I play Rhett, the janitor, and I pretty much mop stuff up. Clean up battlefields, clean up anything else that needs to get cleaned up.
Like
I rolled a 13 to go next.
Binges.
Yes, unfortunately.
Jake's resistant to poison, I'm pretty sure, so he's relatively okay for not throwing up after his binges. Also, I rolled a 13 to go next.
Did you roll initiative?
I saw two other people do it.
Got a 21, so I'll be going next. Thank you.
Wait, we're allowed to apply our initiative bonus? Give me a second, hold on. I'm sorry, I have a dirty
Oh yeah, you're in Hair God. Fuck.
I have a dirty 20 then. You're still going to
Still
four.
I got
lower
a
than a
21.
21, believe it or not.
Yes, but my number is substantially better. Now, that's all I'm saying.
Hey, I'm Marty, and who am I playing today? I actually don't know yet.
Ulrich.
Great.
I wrote down Arnil, but I don't know what the other one's up to. We'll find out.
You're either Bugman or giant can opener,
Either-
right?
Bugman or robot?
Robot.
Oh, I thought you said Bud Man, and I was just imagining Duff Man from.
Bugman.
Duffman.
All right, well, since I have the 20, I'm assuming Sarros didn't also roll initiative and
I got a 6.
Okay. Hello, I'm Paul, and I play Admiral Jake Swallow, the washout from Waterdeep Bard College. He made a deal with a god to get a Spelljammer ship, and now that Spelljammer ship's also his Warlock patron. We'll explore more of that later.
Did you just say the ship is your patron?
Oh, that's
I mean,
new.
technically, Alexa is my patron, but she is the ship, so yes.
Surprise.
Does that mean that?
Yeah, I'm sufficiently surprised, I guess. Yeah, good job.
Yeah, I mean, I already had a strong magical psychic bond to her, so it made perfect sense.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Sarros, you're next.
Hey everybody, Sarros here. I have no idea what's going on. Like usual. I'm gonna be up in my tree if you need me.
And Talia.
Hi, my name's Gabi. I am playing Talia, and there's some unfinished business that I think a lot of us have to look into in many facets. So that's kind of the vibe we're going into today.
Sarros to get the popcorn.
Unfinished business. That explains all the ghosts. Actually, Alexa,
Oh
what's the
my
deal with
God.
the ghosts?
The ghosts.
I feel like as we're leaving the port, I feel like we're leaving the port where we paid to have the enchantment put on the ship so it doesn't look like our ship. And I'm like, so Alexa, are you ever gonna tell us what the deal is with all the ghosts?
Yeah, Alexa, that would actually be really good to know because I don't want to like cast Turn Undead or something if that's going to somehow result in you not being operational.
I will remain operational.
Noted.
I'm unsure about the ghosts as far as how they acquired residency here. That is not in my memory, but I'm sure I can figure it out.
Can we ask them? Is that a thing we can do?
To be honest, they've been here for a while and they don't seem to really talk.
I mean, there's spells to make them talk. That's not the issue.
That
Sure.
sounded ominous.
Are there spells to make them talk if we don't have their body?
Oh boy,
yeah. I'm pretty sure the spell ceremony can be used to communicate with dead spirits. Actually, give me a second. I'm trying to find
Right,
a spell somewhere.
but we can't see them all the time. We were. Only
I can.
able
I have
to-
divine sense. I just
shit,
need to
yeah.
ping them and I can see them. That's not an issue.
Yeah, yeah. Alright.
I don't
Only-
currently have ceremony prepared. That is an easy mistake thing to change if we wanted to do that. All right, so not hostile though. No, like we aren't like secretly trafficking like an army of ghosts that are going to like go army of darkness on a planet someday or something.
To my knowledge, they are non-hostile. At the moment.
All right, if you guys are hostile, you gotta tell us. It's a rule.
They seem to just be vibing at the moment.
I dig that. All right, well, I'm satisfied because Jake's easily satisfied with answers to questions. So, Miss Polly, what's this about taco night?
Oh, you wanted tacos?
Yeah, I was hearing they're a very versatile food. You can put pretty much anything on them. Is that true?
So Polly is gonna like peek back into the kitchen, where she has been preparing. She has been preparing curry, and she has been preparing crab, and she has been preparing. I don't know what else. I'm trying to think of something else that'd be totally friggin' random.
Tiramisu.
Sure, tiramisu. So she's been preparing all these, and she's gonna think about it for a second, and be like, yeah, we can do tacos.
But, like,
They're gonna be a little different, but we can do tacos.
Yeah, but you just take this, and I just take a scoop of the curry and put it on a warm tortilla. And, like, there we go, taco. Rice, meat, seasonings, tortilla. This feels like a taco to me.
Jake, get the hell out of my kitchen.
Excuse me, as the Admiral is also technically my kitchen.
Ooh.
Jake, please get the hell out of the kitchen. How is that?
All right, that is valid. I leave.
But I want to know, are hot dogs a taco or a sandwich?
Yes. Technically, it's not
Sarros,
a tortilla,
have you
so
been eating-
probably not a taco.
I gotta
Sarros,
go.
have you been eating the mushrooms again?
There is such thing as a Sonoran taco. That's kind of both. Sonoran hot dog. Heard of it?
That isn't.
Oh yes, from the Toronto plant, I've heard of this.
Sonoran? No, that would be from Mexico. At least from what I've been told.
Oh no, Toronto's the name of the plane, and there are other places in there besides Toronto. It's a long story.
Okay.
Back in my home plane of Faerun, there's this guy named Elminster. He went to this place called Toronto, which is in the land of Canada. Anyway.
Sounds disappointing.
Anyway.
Oh.
Oh man.
Wait, can we put mushrooms on the tacos? Is that an option?
Sure.
Portobello?
I mean, yeah, you can put the mushrooms on whatever you want. I don't
As
know
long as
how
you're
it's
not
gonna
allergic.
taste.
Alexa, which are the not psychedelic mushrooms? I have to steer the ship, so.
Specifically the non-ones.
Yeah. Wait, no, not non, N-A-A-N, non, N-O-N. The mushrooms that are not psychedelic.
Polly's just sitting there, just holding the bridge, like the bridge above her beak, just going, "Oh my god, my gods, what is going on right now?" Oh, for all of the good Fieri, jeez.
That was good. I guess I like that.
Oh my goodness. Gabi, what are you up to? What's Talia up to?
I think that I am gonna pull the prince aside into another room and just kind of like not get him up in a corner, but just kind of like look at him like this and be like, I'm ready for our later talk.
For the
Oh,
future
later's
podcast
now.
audience, Gabi is crossing her arms.
Yeah.
Yeah, very, very mean muggy.
Yeah, exactly.
He has that like way too cocky, like not quite a hip popped out, but it's like, you know, that dude pose that the guys will make, and it's just like, it's way too cocky of a pose, and he's just standing there and he's looking at you. His hands are kind of like in the front of his pockets, and he's like, okay, we can have the later talk now.
Why are you here?
Am I not allowed to be?
I don't understand why you came back when you made it very clear that we were done.
I don't know how clear I made it that we're done. Just
You sold me out.
sure.
You framed
Call it
me.
that. You could call it that.
And you're back.
Yeah.
What do you want? Is that a better question?
What does anyone want, really?
Oh my god. You're such a fucking loser.
Oh, I'm the loser.
You can stay if you stay out of my way. And the Admiral's okay with it.
He sort
Don't.
of like takes a couple steps towards you at this point. Like as though he's about to like try to like put a hand behind you and try to corner you against a wall.
I'm not gonna object to that.
Okay. He does, and he gets like really up in your face, and he's just like, last I remember, we had an agreement, an arrangement, and things went sideways.
Whose
Of course,
fault
I
was
had to
that?
do what I did. I'm the
Whose
prince
fault
after
was
all.
that?
Not mine. I'm the prince. Nothing can be my fault.
Hmm.
You knew that.
Can I roll perception to overhear this from the next room because I have enormous bunny ears?
Sure, you could try.
That's a natural one.
Oh, I just
100s.
I just assumed we were all listening to this. I was gonna say that
They
Polly's
went the
going
next
around
room.
Yeah,
filling up
I think-
popcorn.
I think Arnil is in the wall, like that Talia
That's
is
the
behind.
best.
Yes, Arnil does not
yeah.
need to roll to hear this. Yes, I'm in the next room because Talia actively walked this guy away from the members of the crew having taco night.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Anyway, I rolled a
She's
34
leaning-
and a 60.
She's leaning against the the ship intercom.
I'm just thinking
That's
on the
awesome.
natural one though. You see that they went to a different room, and then you hear her get pinned against the wall, and you come to the exact wrong conclusion from those facts.
Like,
I
oh,
just assumed that he's like leaning in the doorway and just falls.
Or you hear that would be a stealth check if I got that one.
You
I
hear
think
the
what I do is I perk
conversation.
an ear up and I'm just listening to like the sound. Like I perk up the wrong ear and I hear Polly running a blender or something to like immersion blend some sort of sauce. I'm like what? Ow! That was wrong ear.
Ow.
Does anyone need any butter on their popcorn?
But yeah, Arnil, I think, is behind
Sure.
where Talia is on the wall, and just with telepathy goes, "I'm right behind you. I can stab him at any time. Just stay there." I never liked this.
Does
I love
Talia
it.
react to that?
I think she's distracted, honestly. Like, if there's a roll, I'm failing it on purpose.
Okay. So, do you think your face gives away you just got a telepathic message? Is what I want to know here.
Probably. Whether or not I choose to respond. Sorry.
Who's chatting to you? Obviously in your mind. Still leaning up against the wall, real close to your face.
I just need that fucker in the balls.
Yeah. No
Arnil,
kidding.
Seriously.
Arnil is like, hears that he's been like clocked and goes, "How bad at disguising telepathy are you?" My
You know-
God.
You know, maybe something was just bugging her.
Get out.
Like Arnold's just like, Jake, get out of the wall.
Oh my gosh.
This is my space.
I'm allowed to have
Technically,
friends
technically
outside.
my
Tom
shit's
there?
close to my space.
Okay. Real quick before I forget about this, we're going with this one. Wait, you didn't say 64.
Oh,
you said
right.
60.
It was
Yeah.
60 and
34.
34.
Okay, this one still works. So for the next minute, whenever an area of effect spell is cast within 100 feet of you, you also count as within its area for its effects.
Cool.
So
That's actually kind of cool.
none of them were particularly
That's
real
a
bad, but
double-edged sword one, so it could go either way.
I never said you can't have other friends. What I am trying to figure out, Talia, is whether or not they're going to be a problem.
They're not. They're not. Just leave them out of this.
Interesting. And he kind of like quickly takes his arm back away from the wall, and like there's a visible like space between you as it gets a little bit cold as he backs up away from you. And there's that definitive absence of a presence. Crosses his arms. You've only been here a day, 2. Are your alliances really that easy to sway?
No. Your Highness.
He gets a way too cocky shit-eating grin. I thought so. We'll leave it
I'm
at
just
that.
not gonna. Yeah, I'm not gonna look at him.
Does anyone do anything aside from Arnil, who's in the walls being a little buggy bug?
If the prince starts to come back into the kitchen, can Sarros be playing with his staff and just shoot butter all over the floor right in front of him?
Yes, please.
Can you? Sure.
I think it's just like this popcorn's really dry. Just like loose and just shoot it right in front of the prince.
crap
Okay.
fall.
Yeah,
That's a grease spell, deck save.
Yep, you can do that. I believe it's a 10-foot square. Yep, it is. Cool.
It is surprising he's not in my aura.
Surprisingly. What's your DC?
Anyone want to help me out with that?
I mean, proficiency plus you're a monk, so I would say wisdom plus 8.
Okay, so that's 12?
8 plus your proficiency
No.
should be a +4 now, so that's 12.
Yes,
plus your
I see
wisdom
that.
mod.
Is your wisdom plus 0?
No, it's 16.
So,
my wisdom
yeah,
is 18. My wisdom is 18. The DC is 16.
Okay.
There
Yeah.
we go. Okay, got there.
We got there. We got there,
Yeah.
guys.
Who's on first?
Well, I don't think a 10 meets a 16, so the prince is on his ass.
Sarros is gonna look down at him and go, "Careful, there's butter there." Walk away.
Sarros, what have
Yeah.
I told you
I'm gonna
about
stifle a
that?
laugh, right?
Again?
Sorry. I just wanted more on my popcorn.
I gave you a whole tub for you to, like, shoot the butter into. And you
I
just
was-
dropped it on the Go grab the mop and go clean it up, please. Thank you.
Grab the mop. That would be my job. So I come over with the mop.
There's a whole union
Start
that
Red,
only
and then
recommends the mop.
intentionally poke
Red.
him with the business end of the mop.
Rhett, Rhett, if you clean it up for Sarros, he'll never learn.
But it's my job.
Miss Polly, I do not want to get in Rhett's union involved here. Let Rhett clean up the mess. It's fine.
Oh,
Sarros, you're on dish duty because of the mess for one evening.
Okay.
Polly, you feel a very small hand on the back of your arm, and just like you see, just shaking her head softly as Poppy just. I think that you just have to let this one go.
Fine. You're right. Okay. Dish duty, please. Sarros.
I would like
Thank you.
I would like to offer the prince a hand up.
Okay.
Does he accept my hand up? I was just eating
Hmm.
tacos. My hands are covered in curry.
Let me think.
And his
Does
hands
he-
are probably covered in butter.
Yeah, so like
True.
he's gonna have really slimy, smelly hands.
Buttered curry.
Buttered curry. Yum.
Mm.
Actually, that's really good.
Buttered curry is the best.
Fuck, now I want it.
I hope you're not hungry watching this stream, audience.
Right. Or listening.
Well, I'm thinking
Or
about
listening.
it.
Yeah. I think he does go to accept your hand, whether or not you keep it
Okay.
out.
So I had to walk into the butter field. I like to voluntarily fail the deck save and make us both slip and fall in the butter again.
Yeah. Okay.
Whoa! Slap.
Please
Oh,
land
sorry,
on
I-
him.
Yeah, no, can I roll something to try and land on him and make it look like I'm not doing it on purpose?
Yeah.
Little luck check.
Yeah.
It could be performance.
Yeah. I think performance does make the sense here if you were actively trying to do this.
All right, that is
Also-
15 plus 7, 22 to convince him I'm just a clumsy oaf.
Sure do. It's just like, man, what the
Oh.
fuck?
Oh, man, no one told me there was butter here. Oh, geez, sorry. I'm so sorry. And I'm like trying to stand up, and I keep slipping and falling, and I'm rubbing my curry-covered hands all over his face as I keep falling.
Dude, just stop touching me. You're clearly inept at being able to walk on butter. I'm not much better, clearly, but my
I
God,
know,
why are you
yeah,
covered in
Sorry
curry?
about that.
Because I was
Okay,
eating,
it's
I was
like
eating a
put the
curry
business
taco.
end of the
Anyway, we
mop in
butter
his
figure
face.
this out. I got this, and I'll roll the save for real to try and stand up for real. 16 plus, I'm sure I pass.
Sure. I think the DC was set at 16
The
for
DC
the
was.
So
butter.
I don't have a
Yeah.
negative. I don't have a negative. I'm in my own paladin aura, so.
Yeah, and the prince does finally like figure out how to stand on his feet and get out of the butter, and he kind of like stands up and he like tries to shake off as much of the curry and butter as he can. He's like, "This is gross. I'm gonna go not be near all of this. Don't mind me over here."
Before he does that, while he was still on the ground, I put the business end of the mop in his face.
Before the curry was applied.
Before,
Can someone take the prince to the showers or something?
Oh,
so they
sure,
can
no problem. I
come out?
prestidigitized myself to emphasize the fact I could do that for the prince and then to lead him to the showers.
No.
I feel like, why do I feel like somewhere in the universe, after Polly asked that question, Amar just like perked up and felt a disturbance in the forest.
Because it probably happened.
Oh, you know what? Actually, I feel like Mars' quarters are temporarily the prince's quarters. So I walk in, we're like, okay, the Mars shower's in there. We flick on the light, and some like easy listening music pops on.
Oh,
A disco ball.
interesting.
And a black
Handcuffs
light.
strapped from the ceiling.
Whatever happened
Yeah.
to that guy?
He's on vacation with Roy.
If I never fall in love again.
Content ID. Watch out.
It was less than 30 seconds. We're fine.
Oh yeah.
This is acceptable.
But as they're
I-
doing that, Sarros wants to walk over to Talia and just hand her some popcorn and just be like, "You okay?"
Yeah, it's a way longer story. It's fine. Thanks.
Food helps.
I appreciate it.
We are all stuck on a ship, so I mean, if you want to tell stories, we are all listening. Popcorn's exceedingly out of nowhere with caramel popcorn as well.
I don't know. I'm more interested in yours.
Sarros is now very put out.
Wait,
That his gift of normal popcorn was just immediately upstage.
Sorry, Sarros. I didn't.
wait, when
Do
did
you want
this become
some?
popcorn night?
Yes.
It's
Takes
combination
it-
popcorn taco night.
Popcorn taco sounds weird.
I mean, I just want like dessert tacos now.
We had dessert
Taco-
popcorn, so why not?
I was
Choco
gonna make.
taco?
I was gonna
Taco,
make.
taco.
I was gonna make tiramisu tacos because I already got the tiramisu. So
They are going to be really good.
I want to try those now in real life.
Poppy looks over at Talia though, and she's like, well, I mean, we never really talked. I saw you around, I think sometimes. You look kind of familiar, but, I just kind of worked at the palace. I was a guard, trained in mostly wizarding, like, attack spells, but they kind of wanted me to do some healing stuff too, although I'm better at that, even though I'm not as well versed in it. It's a long story. I felt like I wasn't really being led to my full potential, and, well, now I'm here, and these guys have been great. And you kind of see that just for a second, her eyes linger a little bit too long in the direction of Polly's, like, kitchen area, and then she quickly averts her attention back to you guys.
Cute. Like, she's just like fully eating this up. Like,
So anyway, what about you?
same. Like, just fucking with her.
Just like, me too.
Okay, I guess you don't want to talk, but that's fine. I was gonna share candy with you while we talk, but I don't have to do that. Goodbye.
Oh,
Gagged.
you blew it. You really blew it.
Oh, yeah, geez, Poppy doesn't want to be your friend anymore. That is such a low bar to have not cleared.
oh man,
I think Jake walks in like, okay, I think he's gonna be busy. Alexa, what's our hot water situation like right now?
I require additional clarification on your question.
Could we? What? I don't know how you regulate hot and cold water on the ship for what we basically treat as active plumbing. Would it be possible to just adjust the water temperature in the restrooms to like make it 5 degrees colder for like the next, I don't know, 15 minutes?
oh, I got this. And Polly just turns on all the hot water in the kitchen.
And the prince loses all water pressure.
You just hear a scream from not like a scream, but like a shout of surprise in the direction of Amar's old room.
You're welcome.
Anyway, so
Sarros
Talia,
goes leaves and dives into the dish pit.
Oh my gosh. So Miss Talia, I apologize. I only heard part of the conversation because I rolled a natural 1. But I get the impression there is hostility. When I allowed the prince on there, right? From what you told me before, I had the impression that you liked the prince. I'm not getting the impression that is less true than I believed. If you don't want him here, we can. Try to think of the polite way of saying dump him on the first planet we see. We can get rid of him. You are a member of this crew. He is a guest. He's mostly a guest because we didn't want his flagship shooting us out of the air when we left.
I think it's better for the safety of everybody if he's allowed to do what he wants. And if he wants to stay, he can stay.
Right. Just say the word and he will. I don't think we have a plank, but I'll have him walk it if you need me to. Alexa, can we procure a plank?
I can grow one from the ship if needed.
Perfect.
I prefer not to because it reduces the aerodynamics if it was to always exist. But
okay, yeah, like a temporary situation, like a branch would work. Probably, but it doesn't have to actually be a. Yeah, so like let Alexa and I know if that's a situation you feel needs. We can make that happen.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
From behind
Arnil,
the wall.
just standing from the spot you had gone into the wall, awkwardly is your friend that you brought onto the ship, and he's just kind of like waiting. And he's like, I don't think I should go in the walls, my guy. I don't really fit that well, even when I'm small.
Oh my god. What are you
I
talking
thought
about?
you
It's
could
so
become any
cozy
size
in here.
category you wished.
He can be tiny. He can be small, but he's not like
I
tiny.
wanted
He can
them
be
to
little,
be
but-
like. So Arnil's like sitting there, and what did we decide his name was? Tim.
Something like that.
Tim. Yeah, it was Tim. It's difficult to pronounce in our meatbag language, so we call him Tim. Is what he told us.
Yeah, that sounds right.
So
I don't think so, Tim.
the two of them are just like behind the wall, just like listening to all the gossip.
Oh man,
can you believe this shit?
Right? That's
I now
crazy. What's the deal with them?
I know this headcanon that like when they're inside the wall, they become like the size of the borrowers or the littles, and they run around in like a little catacomb. And then Arnil just pops out of the wall as a full-size man.
Pretty much. Yeah, what's the deal with them? Are they like... Is it like an enemies to lovers situation that's now gone enemies again? Like, what the fuck's going on?
I keep
I do
offering
not
to.
wanna-
I keep
I don't
offering
wanna-
to stab this guy, and she keeps saying no, it's fine. But the way he keeps talking makes me want to stab him more.
Definitely more going on.
We've known both of them for the same amount of time, and I like her way more.
Yeah, definitely get that
She's not
vibe.
weird. Well, at least as far as we go, it's kind of weird here.
What do you mean?
I mean, I'm a 5 foot tall bug man.
Yeah. That's not that weird.
No.
I present to you the entire other hour you've known us.
Anyway, I get what you mean. Yeah, that's kind of strange. Huh. Guess we'll find out more. Definitely gonna keep listening.
Are we gonna
Arnil's
start
like-
living in a YA novel?
You would not believe the things I've heard while being in these walls.
Ooh, do tell.
Whoa!
Oh, that took a turn.
There's just a sign that says "Caution: Do not enter" in the direction of Jake and Arnil's rooms. Amar's rooms. There we go.
Oh, you don't mean like good gossip and good tea. You just mean like you don't want to. Oh,
I
ooh.
couldn't repeat some of that stuff because YouTube would shut us down.
Gotcha.
That's
Also,
what we
what's
call
YouTube?
the space between the walls, right? We call it the YouTube.
The YouTube, yeah.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
walls would close in on us if we talked.
I'm in the
about it.
YouTubes.
All 4 of them.
Alexa kind of her eyes glaze over a little bit, and she's like, "We are approaching near the planet."
This is the planet where we stole that lady's lamp, right? Mr. Roy's home planet. That was where we were going next. Is that correct?
I believe that's where you guys wanted to go next.
Right, because there was something about like sun dragons, and I think that's where the last treasure was.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Team meeting in, I guess, the galley because it's the most central location.
Well, good, because the tacos are ready. So
Perfect.
Tacos.
Yep. So after we eat tacos, I pull out my. We established my disguise kit is basically an armoire full of costumes I stole from the Bard College. We all need disguises because we stole a bunch of shit the last time we were here, and they might recognize us. Well, some of you are okay. Talia, you weren't here last time, and Rhett never left the ship. But Arnil, Polly, Sarros, and I were on this planet before. We probably shouldn't be recognized.
Can Sarros just pull out the Mari Lewin, if that's how you pronounce it, costume that he took the last time we were here?
God, I forgot you had that. Yeah, you certainly can.
Wait, no, don't put on this, guys. You're here the last time we're here. That's the opposite of what we wanted to do. No, Mr. Sarros, you don't understand. A disguise is traditionally meant to make you not recognized. That's the outfit you wore last time.
Ooh, that's actually a good point that Marty brought up in the chat. Marty, do you think you actually remember being on this planet before? Because you were dead and then you died.
Well, so the way it works in my head, it was Arnil is still the same as he was pre-death. He's just managed to become like the main force of like consciousness in the body.
Mm-hmm.
So now he's like, oh, I'm alive now, but I wasn't before, but now I am, but I'm still me.
Sure. Okay. Just want to make sure you think you actually remembered being on this planet, or if like the trauma of dying, like everything was just like out the window.
I stole a lamp.
That's the only reason he remembers is because of the lamp.
you did steal a lamp.
That's the only thing I remember out of character too. So.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys are going to put on disguises. Does anyone want to do any kind of disguising magic or anything like that?
I mean, I was just going to roll plus proficiency because I have proficiency in disguise kit, and I'm very good at it. Also, no matter what disguise I put on without magic, it's like, okay, I'm still a Green Heron guy, I'm just wearing a different outfit.
Sure. I mean, how many of those are there really in the universe, do you think?
I actually know what, I look for like some like makeup powder, I'm gonna try and make myself look a white Herringon. That's the extra step I'm taking.
Roll deception.
That is an 11 plus 7 for an 18.
Okay.
I don't know why I rolled one of the two dice I didn't have out. I guess I was just fiddling a bit.
I think you can mostly try to cover yourself, but there's still a couple of spots of green that are peeking through with an 18. But for the most part, you can do whatever you're wanting to do.
You know what the problem is? I keep sneezing while doing it.
You don't have the right kind of like base makeup so that it can build correctly on top of itself. So it's like it's kind of doing that thing where the more that you move around, it gets a little bit splotchy in certain areas.
Yeah, because like I'm experienced in theater makeup, but mostly by having people who are good at it do it, not me doing it myself.
Got that water-based primer.
Yeah.
In my fur.
It's like, I don't know if you guys have probably all experienced this, like with grease makeup, where if you don't put down a layer of foundation or like some kind of base layer first, it gets ridiculously patchy and it like bleeds off of itself, and then you have to seal it after you're done with that with like some kind of like powder, or else it starts bleeding everywhere.
It's traumatizing stuff.
I'm going to also embrace the fact this character is a Jack Sparrow parody. I'm going to put on an absurd amount of guy liner.
There we go.
Also, I do want to point out that at some point, Sarros' kind of intentions changed as he spent more time with the crew. So he went from being a summer Eladrin to being a spring Eladrin. So he looks completely different now.
There you go.
Wow, and we just assumed he looked exactly the same. That feels like some sort of bigoted.
Well, it's like when you see somebody every
now.
day for long periods of time.
Oh, yeah, it was a gradual transition. I got it. There we go.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, just one point, like, Mr. Sarros, did you get a haircut?
I don't think I'm on fire anymore.
Oh! I often confuse fire and hair. I don't know why.
The fire was my hair.
Ah, that's why. I just noticed Polly's avatar.
What you said?
For the future podcast audience, Polly's now wearing glasses, a bowler hat, a mustache, and a bow tie.
You said disguises. This is what I pulled out.
No, I know
it.
it is perfect. I love it.
Polly, are you really gonna wear that the entire time we're on this planet?
It's
Is there something wrong with this?
No, not at all. She's lying so bad. Her voice went up like
looks like a
3
sideshow
octaves.
burger.
It looks totally fine.
Oh.
It's
Oh, no.
great. It's actually.
I don't have to roll for that, right? I could.
No, it's so, she got about as low as she could get without crit failing. It's such
Okay.
a lie.
Okay. I guess. Okay, never mind. I'll find something else.
Oh,
Well,
There's this
Good.
one, and I pull out the Groucho Marx glasses with the big nose and the mustache.
can I just see those for a second? And she just breaks off the nose.
The glasses and the bowler hat were okay. I think the mustache was the problem.
Nope. There we
the
go.
water bottle was perfect.
Yay!
actually. Yay!
That looks better.
Oh,
Okay.
you know, it's Clark Kent effect. Where'd Miss Polly go?
Who
Did I ever
is
see Miss
this
Polly?
Miss Polly?
She's our ship's cook and technically the acting captain when I'm not on board. You haven't seen her? She looks mostly like you, but without glasses, to be honest.
It's me, Jake.
Holy shit!
Crazy, right?
Oh my god.
Wow, I add to my disguise one pair of glasses.
That's so cool. But yeah, you guys approach inward towards the planet. I think the ship sort of stays in the upper atmosphere of the planet before really fully descending. And Alexa gets a real weird look on her face. And you guys have been with Alexa and on the ship long enough, even the people that are sort of newer to the ship, except for maybe Tim. Tim's been here the least long, so he probably wouldn't recognize this. But everyone else, like,
Tim can't
you
see beyond his own nose.
just like
Eh?
they just the look is one of Alexa trying to figure out a problem. You can roll insight to see if you can recognize further than what's really going through her mind.
I regret doing that. Now
Oh no, what'd you get?
It's a 1.
I love that the Bard Rock properties just have this thing where if you roll a check, even though you're not good at it, you can get punished.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's exactly
No,
what just happened.
You wanted to roll a frivolous check? Please do. I
Hey.
rolled a 13.
Guess who also rolled in that one?
Oh!
Yeah,
Sarros got a
Actually-
dirty 20.
Can we get the same one?
Good.
Actually, yes,
fighters.
you're both
Yeah, you
fighters.
could. If you roll two D100s, then they're the same number, which could happen. Crazy
Fine,
things
now, here we
happen.
go.
May I roll
Um,
my check at advantage because I'm psychically linked to Alexa?
Yes, you can. And I'm gonna tell you that you're not the only two with a nat
Ah.
1, unfortunately. Because
Yay!
Poppy also
Oh, no.
failed.
Okay.
Dang.
Look
I
at that.
love that the Bard Rock Cafe has a thing where NPCs can fail and be punished at just random checks.
Well, that's specific to this room, but yeah. So the second roll was a 16 for a dirty 20 to match Sarros.
I just have a 16.
Okay. What about Rhett?
I did not roll.
You can, if you want.
Save yourself. Save
Yeah,
me.
His exercise
choosing
is
not
good,
to.
unlike the rest of this crew. Rhett's the only member of this crew that consistently exercises good judgment.
But
Yeah.
I guess you can do another roll for this, but Rhett looks visibly uncomfortable leaving the ship.
Hmm.
Aww.
Oh, about like the idea of leaving the ship?
Yeah, he's sort of fingering the lining of his mail, and there's something underneath the mail.
Okay, yeah, everyone can roll another like perception check, I think, for that one, or insight to see if you can recognize what's going on with Rhett.
All right.
Oh.
Well, that one was a 14 plus 4, 18. Not as good as Alexa, but good.
12.
10.
A little better.
I'm more in tune with Alexa.
I mean, that makes sense. Rhett has been hiding pretty much the entire time on the ship. Okay. Coach, since this is your character, I'll let you decide if any
Sure.
of those are good enough to recognize what's going on.
Probably the admirals. So and he was previously wearing just regular janitor clothes, which included a cloth shirt that was red, and he's sort of fingering the red shirt that's underneath.
Oh no!
I remember this. I remember there was these books that Bixby fellow left on the ship. I've read about this sort of thing. I will address. I will go walk up to Rhett. Like, Rhett, are you concerned about your safety off the ship?
Not mine. There's a reason I'm still alive. He looks over at Alexa, sort of quickly, sort of knowingly.
She kind of meets that look and then like looks back over, and then Jake, she's kind of like staring at you a little intently at that.
Is Alexa keeping you safe? Is that what's going on?
No. When you bought the ship, Alexa was on it and so was I. I was part of what you inherited when you bought the ship.
Oh, that's... Human trafficking is not a thing I meant to sign on for.
No, I...
Okay. Oh, okay, not like that.
Then-
Perfect. I was a little uncomfortable immediately. Okay.
I've been sort of a secret crew member of sorts. I was on this ship before when the whole crew died.
Look, Alexa. Alexa? By any chance, would the old crew be the ghosts?
She's still staring at like you intently, but like in a way that like she's looking past the location that Rhett is, kind of as though this conversation makes her feel uncomfortable, but not because she's lying, but because she can't remember.
I'm gonna talk to Girl about that when I get a chance. And I kind of like look up at the sky, like what you went through was probably very traumatic. I understand if you're uncomfortable getting back out there, but we have survived things that ordinary pirates would never dream to face. If you're worried
His
about...
shirt used to be white.
Oh.
Oh shit!
Oh, I see.
Hells.
Damn!
Jake, like, you can see him, like, think of, like, suggesting cleaning advice. And remember he's talking to the janitor and realize he'd be clean-splaining and decides against it.
Clean splaining. I hate it here.
Like, you know, I feel like Brett tried baking soda or whatever. Anyway, club soda. I don't clean things. I make messes. That's what I do.
That's
You know,
precisely what I'm scared of, sir.
Well, I can understand that concern. You know, you do a very good job keeping the ship clean, and I know you don't want to be the one to make a mess, but the fact of life is sometimes things get messy. And at the end of the day, if we're all working together as a team, they will get less messy because things will go better than if we are separated and not united. Does that help at all?
Well, I'm here to clean messes, and wherever the mess happens to be, whatever it happens to be, I'm here for you, sir.
Thank you, Rhett. I give him like a firm pat on the shoulder. And then I turn my attention to Alexa, who looks deeply uncomfortable for two reasons now.
Yeah, there's a mixed emotion on her face. Like she's trying to remember and she is missing that memory. And then also like she's also uncomfortable in general. And then as you're, I assume, just like staring at her, expecting an answer, all of you sort of can telepathically hear as she's explaining. The sense I'm getting of where we need to go, based off of the compass that Jake left on the dash, is not to the planet itself, but there. And she's looking at the space between the two suns that you guys noticed the first time that you were on the planet.
But before we fly in between two giant suns that we know to be housed like the nests of two solar dragons, is the enchantment to protect you from these planet suns strong enough to protect you if we fly in between them?
That would be a leap of faith that I'm not positive about.
Why don't we dock portside and see if we can get a reinforcement to that enchantment, some industrial grade stuff. I need to stop at a gnomish temple and ask Garl about the last crew anyway.
Sounds like a plan. And you guys slowly start to descend into the main port. As you do...
This is the same city we were at the last time.
Wait, which there is the island or the cavern city? The cavern city, right? Or not Little Old Lady's Island?
Yeah, no. So the cavern city is in a separate world. This is the island that you guys were at before with the little old lady, the druids. The one that Reloy is from, but Reloy's not here.
Oh no, I thought we sailed from this lady's thing to a city that was shielded from the sun with the dragon turtle on this planet.
It's a different planet.
Oh, okay.
Different planet. Hey, Spirit.
Spirit has been asleep in standby mode for several days, and finally turns back on and walks up to the crew.
Spirit!
Hello.
We got Spirit. Yes, we do.
Oh.
Joke registered. It is good to see you again, Admiral.
Always a pleasure, Spirit.
What is our current status?
Yeah, it's complicated. Like I don't have like a permanent like partner of any sort. I traditionally do like a polyamory thing, but I'm kind of between polycules at the moment.
So,
how's that relevant?
Spirit, here's the deal.
Just immediately turns to Polly.
Here's
Polly,
the deal.
what is our current status?
We got one treasure left. It's apparently between two suns. We're gonna dock here, kind of incognito. Probably don't use my name or Arnil's name, or Jake's name. Actually, any of the crew's name. Just come up with a bunch of pseudonyms, make stuff up. I don't care.
I'm pretty sure. I know Talia doesn't want a criminal. I think Rhett's okay.
Rhett's probably fine, but the rest of us, pretend like other names would be good. But yeah,
I am Jason Spitz. That is my new name.
Mm-hmm.
I would have assumed it would have been Jason Waterfalls.
Oh, there we go. Jason Waterfalls. That's better. That is so much better, Mr. Sarros.
God damn it.
Jason Waterfalls. Perfect.
Don't go.
Spirit, I'm glad you are awake.
Hello. It is good to see you again. Sorry, I'm reading something.
During your
Where
scene.
are we?
Currently, we're about to dock on the... Oh god, what planet is this one that I named? I bet you guys on so many of them. Oh, that's right. Currently, we're on the planet of Prosinos. Well, we're about to be docked on it, at least.
Hey, you might have some fun here. There's some artificers and there's some cool like tech stuff.
Isn't this where we met
I
Spirit?
You met
No.
Spirit on, I believe that one is not Prosinos. I believe
It
you guys
was-
met him on, or met them on Geomezoe.
Oh, okay. The beginning of the campaign's a blur. Jake was very drunk.
Yeah, because that was where Arnil died.
Correct.
Creepy clowns and a giant goldfish.
Good times.
Actually, now that I remember it, I think Sarros is probably
Oh.
fine too. I don't think Sarros was involved in any of the
We
looting. that
met
happened.
Sarros on this planet.
Right, but I'm saying I think Sarros is okay if he like talks to the people as Sarros.
Sarros has historically never been okay talking to people. Just saying.
Valid.
Sarros is just standing there being like, I'm right here.
No. Sarros self-describes as a himbo. I would not trust any himbo to do the talking.
I love him.
But I give food.
Okay, yes, you may. I was not
People
trying to
like
comment on your.
Food.
No, I like your social skills, Mr. Sarros. I just don't. It's fine. I'm sorry.
Just hangs his head and dejectedly walks off.
Polly's gonna pluck one of her feathers and be like, "I'm sorry, Sarros here."
Ooh. Immediately
one of those days
distracted.
It's one of those days
Yeah.
where it's hard to be the admiral.
That one's gonna take a while to grow back. All right.
Oh. Sarros will treasure it forever.
It had to be one that had a good representation of stars, otherwise it wasn't gonna do the trick. So.
Anyway, Spirit, do you or your turducken of souls know anything useful about this planet?
He's not wrong. He's just not necessarily right.
Yeah, I don't know what the word for 7 levels of turducken is.
Oh my god.
Oh my lord. Wow.
Sorry,
Oh my
what was the
God.
question again?
I'm asking for intel about this planet and possibly about the twin suns.
Ah, I see. Let me consult. Should I make a check of some sort?
Sure, roll me history.
History. Okay. I will cast a spell here. I'm gonna do. Where is it? Or is this a feature? I have so many things.
I think it's a feature that you have, the flavor of the specific class that you picked for Spirit. subclass.
I'm so sorry. I should have had this ready.
When
My-
are we ever ready?
My character sheet is like a mile long. I just decided 10 minutes ago and DM'd Christina, hey, can I wake up Spirit?
I was like, yeah, sure. And I was
Spirit
like,
does
oh
a lot
yeah,
of
I
cool
did.
stuff as level 11 character because of all the multi-classy things you're doing.
That's true. I'm Warlock 3, Bard
Yep.
4, Rogue 4.
Jeez.
Oh,
uh,
if you're playing a Spirit, I think while you're thinking, I'm like, Mr. Arnil, why don't you, because you're carrying around this lady's lamp and we don't want you to be recognized with her lamp, stay and guard the ship.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea, actually. I'll
Yeah,
stay
yeah,
here.
you and your
I'm kind
friend
of hard
Tim.
to.
Yeah, you
I
and
mean,
Tim.
I'm kind of hard
Yeah.
to disguise. I'm a
Yeah.
bug man.
I feel like you and Tim have it covered.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tim looks at you just like, yeah.
if I had an eyebrow, it'd be like,
We're definitely not going to get into any weird hijinks while you're gone. Have
I-
fun.
Mr. Arnil, I'd be disappointed if you didn't get into weird hijinks. That is this crew's MO.
Oh, yeah.
Just get into them within eyeshot of the ship so nobody attacks or steals our ship.
Y'all have never seen Polly ever lock the kitchen? When she like closes the door and she
Damn.
locks. It's like one of those doors that swings both ways, but she like locks it.
Wait, no.
How do you
I
lock
need
the
to-
second
I have
door?
to eat
What?
now.
Tim leans over to talk to Arnil and like whispers, and he's like, it's okay, we'll sneak in through the walls.
You
I have so many secret
can't lock the
passageways.
walls, can you?
I can't lock the
She'll
walls.
never know. And besides, I need to eat anyway. I'm alive now.
Miss Polly, do you hear a banging noise coming from your fridge?
There is so much to unpack from that.
I got stuck in the fridge. Help! You guys haven't even left yet. I'm stuck
I'm
in the
alive
fridge.
now.
no.
Wait, did Arnil just refrigerate himself?
Help me!
It's an Arnil in the refrigerator? Is that what this is?
Oh my god. Also, I found my GM notes on the page I was looking for finally, and I did slightly misspeak, so no, it is all the same world, kind of. Not really.
Different
but
cities.
yeah, they're both Geomezoe, but they are different worlds. Like,
Oh. I understand.
You know, the planet with two suns, this makes sense to me. I can't extrapolate how, but I can see it.
you, yeah, you guys, you'll find out.
Okay,
Yeah,
so I
as
found
soon
the
as our
thing I
as
needed
soon
to
as
find.
Gabi's roll. There we go.
It is a spell, so I will cast Borrowed Knowledge to give myself proficiency with history.
Okay, you don't proc wild magic.
And that is +5 for a 23.
Nice. Yeah, you know everything that I've already sent you.
Oh boy. So, Spirit's eyes flicker and turn brown. I think that's the one. And you hear the voice of Bruno, who you haven't heard in a long time, say,
That's because
So-
we don't talk about him.
yeah, we don't
Yeah,
talk
that-
about
that-
him very often.
yeah.
Um,
Silencio Bruno.
oh,
Wait, no, don't.
okay, I
Actually,
guess I'll
no.
go.
No, I just wanted to reference the other Disney movie with a character named Bruno was released
Now,
within the
what
12
do
month
they
period.
have against guys named Bruno?
Right?
You
I mean, I
gotta
think
know
they're
if
okay
that
with
was
Bruno
somebody's
Mars,
manager.
but I don't know.
Sorry, Bruno. Please continue.
Right, so we're heading to Prasinos, right?
I look at Alexa. I'm like, yes.
That's correct.
So the interesting thing here is that this place and another place here on Geomezoe are connected. There's like a portal between these two suns that if we can reach it during the right time, we should be able to get where we need to go a lot faster.
Ah,
Assuming you need to get to Vromia.
we need to get exactly between the two suns. So,
Oh, well, there is not much precedent for that. It is theoretically possible. We just have to do it when both of the suns are set.
my understanding above game about how astrophysics works tells me that's not as possible as it should be.
Could be possible.
Am
Now,
I reading
will
this correctly?
No, you're reading it correctly.
Okay.
Because I'm
Now,
like, wait,
this
sun's
is a-
only set because the planet is facing away from them. Suns don't move, do they? Or,
They
it's
do-
not-
they can-
it's a
they can-
binary system, so.
They can orbit each other.
Is
Yeah.
Geomezoe flat?
No. Now, I will say set is in air quotes here.
Okay, there we go. There we go.
Sorry, I
It
should have done the quotes.
don't know why
That was,
that's
that was my bad.
That contextualize it much better.
So,
It's like, I'm not good at school things, but even I know that suns don't actually set in space. Wait, air quotes. I got it now.
yeah, when they set, so you're on a planet, you see a sun set. So, DM jumping in knowledge here, when you guys were first on this planet, one of the things that you guys did find out from the natives is that every so often the suns essentially from their perspective cross over one another, and you're either extraordinarily high in the sky and really high heat, or they are further away from each other and they have both set.
So the furthest apart, the apex of their orbits.
Mm.
Okay. What does the window look like for that now? I don't know, because I don't know a lot about binary spatial navigation. What does the window for them being that far apart look like in relation to today? I pull out like the star charts that I keep in the captain's thing.
That you stole from Amar before Amar went on vacation.
Yes.
Are you asking Spirit or are you asking someone else?
I feel like we're having like the war room meeting right now.
Mm-hmm. If I remember correctly from the first time we're on this planet, now that Spirit has jogged my memory a little bit, we'll have a very short period of time to actually successfully get in that position before it's too dangerous. Minutes, maybe. As far as today, we could maybe make it work, looking at the direction they're going. You guys, so pretty much, you guys have a snap judgment call to make if you're gonna try today or risk and wait to see if it's possible tomorrow. However, it's not a guarantee that it happens again anytime soon.
So I vote that if we're gonna have to be in a rush to do it today, this is an event that happens on a daily basis.
It's because they're a binary system. There's not necessarily a predictable rhyme or reason to their how their orbits intersect and diverge. You know, a local might know that. Oh, you know what? Hold on a second. I'm gonna like to use my phone a friend.
Your phone a friend, sure.
I pull out my speaker stone. I'm gonna ask a local about the sunstone here. I want to dial up Mr. Reloy.
Oh, sure.
Hey, Mr. Reloy, how's your vacation with Amar going?
I feel like you should have to roll a luck check.
Yeah.
Just check and
I
make
left
sure
them
they're not,
behind.
just to make
No,
sure they're
let's
not doing something.
Something.
Hello! It
Come
is good to
on.
hear from you.
Amar, good. How's your guys' beach day going? Or beach vacation?
I'm not entirely certain that we are at the beach.
Either way, I just had a quick question for Mr. Roy. I'll let you two and V get back to it.
We'll go back. Yes, we will.
Yes, perfect. Mr. Roy, we are visiting your home planet for reasons. We will not disturb your grandmother if we can help it.
Oh wait,
but
why are you on the planet? Sorry,
yeah.
why are you on the planet?
the last treasure is between both of your sons.
What?
We have sons? I did not think we could possibly do that.
Oh no, S-U-N, Amar.
Oh, okay.
I really hope I don't have sons that I didn't know about. I don't think I should. Anyway, yeah, the suns on the world. What about them?
Kind of sun,
We're trying to figure out how often they're far enough apart where we won't spontaneously combust flying to the spot the treasure's in.
Oh.
I
Yeah,
believe
on average, I feel like as a local, you have an idea on average how often they are far apart as opposed
Polly's
to
gonna
close
lean
together.
over.
If we were to have two sons, it would be very hot.
Polly's gonna lean over and gonna say, "I believe that they call it when the sun set. The sun's set."
Oh yes, when the sun set in air quotes. The air quotes are very important for understanding this.
Yes, yeah, obviously. And then Roy like puts the hand over the phone. It's like, we can talk about adopting sons later if you want. Yeah, so the sun's setting.
Covers the wrong
air
part of
quotes.
the phone so that we all hear it.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not only genetics, but that work too.
Oh god. Anyway, it's kind of weird. Roughly ballpark estimate 19 days every 19 days.
Okay, so give or take like 1 or 2 days, like average 19 days.
Yeah. Now
Okay.
here's an interesting. V is with them too, right? V
Right.
overhears part of this conversation. V chimes in. She's like, "Wait, what about weird setting suns? What?" We have that too. So, like, is that a thing on your planet? Also has the weird. For us, it's 91 days. Yours is 19. What?
Can you both just say the name of your home planet out loud really quick?
Yeah, we're from Geomazui. What?
There it is.
Aha. So
But
it's
we're
either
from
19
different
days or
places. Yeah. We're from different worlds. This
So
isn't.
Paul wasn't crazy remembering these being the same planet because they both are and are not. Okay.
No, you're not.
Okay. What if we just send somebody who could easily be rebuilt, like Spirit, on Bixby's ship on the suicide mission?
We do not sacrifice friends.
Bruno puts a hand up and says, "Please do not destroy my life's work.
Fine,
I'm dead
you
now. I
guys
don't get a
pick-
second life's work."
I don't get a second life's work.
That's a t-shirt.
Please.
Oh, Bruno, you built Spirit? That's amazing, actually.
Yeah. I'll tell you about it sometime.
Okay, so we either have... So, if only the thing had a camera feature. No, don't have a camera feature. Don't have the ability to... All right. Okay, so... All right, I think that's enough information. Thank you, guys. And I hang up the speaking stone. So, if we're lucky, we're approaching the apex of this thing. But if we're not, we might have to wait somewhere between 2 weeks and 3 months for this situation to rise again.
Was that the guy who always makes the huge mess?
Oh, yes, it was.
Oh.
Okay. I thought I recognized that voice.
Okay, so there's a big difference between 19 and 91. So, are we just gonna give it a
Oh,
go?
wait. There might not be, though. Because if we're in the wrong one, we just have to... We traveled between these two versions of this planet before. If we realize that we're in the one where their orbits are moving too slowly, we just travel between the two, and then we're in the one where it travels quickly.
Yes. That sounds right.
Polly's
Why do I
just-
feel like that won't be as easy as it was the first time?
Polly's just blinking because she is completely lost at this point.
Wait.
I don't
So you-
get it either, but I'm just pretending.
Okay.
Okay, good. I'm glad I'm not alone.
You guys have been to both places, and you traveled from one to the other completely
By
on
wa-
accident.
By water, actually.
By water. Is that a thing I would have known about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alexa, when we traveled from place A to place B, was there anything weird happening outside the ship that we just weren't
I mean,
paying
Alexa
attention
was
to?
experiencing heat stroke when we were in fog, so we probably wouldn't even notice we went through a portal. Oh, did we get the speaking instrument number for the dragon turtle?
I was gonna say, do you guys remember the dragon turtle?
I talked to the dragon turtle, so yeah, I remember. I was the only one that could speak Draconic.
Right.
I wasn't there.
Do you think you would have gotten a
Do
speaking
we think
stone
that
number?
do we think that the turtle would have a speaking
That's
stone?
what I wanted. That's what I'm
No,
trying
I
to-
don't think. No, and that turtle like barely tolerated us.
Right.
No,
it
we
did.
fed that turtle very well.
You did.
Still
You did.
barely tolerated us.
True. It was a miracle of all miracles that turtle didn't eat you.
Alexa, during our trip, how many times have you been through some kind of portal that instantly transplanted us from somewhere to somewhere else?
That I have recognized.
Yeah.
I don't know that I've been counting. It's happened frequently, more frequently lately since you have been our crew. Not you specifically, Polly, but you as the collective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all, you. Yeah.
Yeah. It may be tied together.
Alexa, this is arguably more dangerous for you than any of the rest of us. Do you feel comfortable making this journey today? Or would you rather wait and see if there's a safer time to go?
Arguably, it is most dangerous for all of us because if I die, you all also die. Therefore, I am fine.
You will be
making
in
this
more
trip.
pain. We will die a quick and painless death. You will be in excruciating pain the entire time because you'll be on fire. I feel
Oh.
like you get the biggest vote in this.
I hadn't thought about that far.
I mean, you are resistant
we
to
would
fire
be
now.
on
That's
fire
useful.
too.
No, we weren't uncomfortable during when we were sailing in the exposure to the two suns before. Alexa was.
Slow
We were like-
fire.
Yeah, like
Oh.
Alexa was substantially worse than we were because she was a wilting plant. We were like, oh, it's balmy out here, and Alexa's like, I'm dying.
Could we have found like a ring of fire resistance to just like
Well,
pop
no,
on her
I gave
mask?
Alexa a magic shield that makes her resistant to fire, actually, so that
Yeah,
does kind of help.
You did.
We
So-
could theoretically also have Miss Polly like create and shape water, just keep making a giant bubble of ice around us.
Yeah, we did a couple things to try to
Yeah.
do that. Here's my suggestion. If we think that we transported from A to B while we were over the water, and that is in fact some kind of gateway or portal or what have you, if we think that Alexa's hardy enough to not have heat stroke this time, we could just try replicating it.
She does have the enchantment, and in theory, it sounds like the portal is somehow situated between the two suns.
So you say that, right? Everyone roll me super quick insight as you're hearing this conversation.
I have rolled 18 on insight twice now.
19.
Nice, nice.
14.
11.
Oh. It's not super high, but I think it's just a matter of who catches this on first.
16 plus 7 is a 23.
Okay, and Spirit seems to be gone, but I was going to say Spirit definitely has advantage on this. Oop.
Rip.
Oh, okay. Spirit has suddenly dropped offline. But anyway, anyone who got above a 10, I think got this, which I think is everyone. It's a reflection. The reflection of where they've crossed in the water may have done something to allow for the portal to basically like open up in the water. It's
So if we can
not.
find yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
If we can find
That
the
one may
portal
be
in the water.
That one may have been more wild magic accidental. Like the easiest direct route is going to be between the two suns.
It's true. Also, if we went through that portal, we were unaware if we were actually in the space between the two suns at any point.
Right.
Does that mean if it's a reflection, but it's kind of it's like an inverted reflection, 19 versus 91?
Mhm.
Does that mean that the suns on the other side are cold?
Like Transformers.
Like Transformers.
Sorry. Sorry.
No. When you guys were on the other Geomezoe, it was still kind of warm. It was not as intensely blazing warm. It was, however, extraordinarily barren. So, oh, my mouse died. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Well, I can't do anything. I can't message. That's fine. I don't need DM notes. I don't need spells. That's fine.
Send the cat to get batteries.
Listen,
All right. Do we get the impression that we have more than an hour before we have to decide?
yeah, you can have more than an hour before you have to decide. You guys, it
What-
seems like it's one of those, like, you'll have to make the decision quickly, but you have
Okay.
just a small amount of time.
Why don't we dock and see if we can do anything to reinforce Alexa's hardiness?
In an hour?
And like an hour was like a ballpark thing. Like we can all quickly like there's like including the NPC crew members. There's like more than 10 of us. We can cover a lot of ground. Like if some of us want to just go investigate something to make this happen, some window into what our timeline is, how we can keep the ship safe.
Yeah, you guys can do that. And also, I'm gonna go ahead and say we can take our break soon because I know we're coming up on about time for a bio break. So you guys are welcome to dock and then have a conversation, and we'll do our bio break, and we can come back in like time 15.
Okay.
Back to Pet Samurai Jack.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Space Rock Cafe stream. We are back from our break, and we are recently docked at the island city, where they may or may not have stolen a lamp before, and a lot of other stuff. What you guys doing? How's this conversation going? What's the current plan?
So, Miss Polly, you're telling me destroying one of the suns is not an option. And neither is moving one.
I'm just saying, I don't think you're thinking about as a druid, I'm saying I don't think you're thinking about the long-term repercussions of the ecosystems.
Ah, okay. Alright, so I'll take those two off of my list of potential plans, and I pull out a little notepad, and I do 2 strike-through lines on a list no one else can see, and there were no other items on my list.
Yeah, just like
I think we need to. We're in the one full of really cool techno druids, but they aren't the ones that can make our ship not die. Pull up the speaking stone.
I mean,
Mr. Alloy, do you know somebody who can enchant our ship?
We never really asked them.
Yeah, no, I'm going to see if Mr. Alloy knows somebody who's chill.
All right.
Roll me luck.
That is the 17th.
Okay. It takes a little bit longer than you think you would have expected for someone to pick up the phone. But finally, there's a click and it's a, oh, hey, what's up?
Do you know anybody who's chill that would be able to help us enchant and or otherwise protect our ship? Somebody who maybe isn't, like, close friends with your grandmother?
On the island that we all left together because of all the bad stuff, where they were treating me badly and no one liked me and you guys stole a bunch of stuff?
Yeah, I was hoping even I was also an outcast as a kid. I had at least one friend I could trust. You don't have anybody you can refer me to?
What about that one guy we asked for booze?
That was Reloy.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yes,
No,
that's
not the bartender. The guy, we went to his house. There was an orb. What the hell was it? An orb. I touched it. I saw stuff.
You pondered the orb?
I pondered the orb. I had Druidcraft, so I had Druidcraft. That's what it was.
I'm pretty sure the answer's still Reloy.
Was it?
I think it might have been. I don't remember.
I like try and cover the Speaking Stone's mouthpiece so that Reloy doesn't hear Polly not remember him correctly.
It's still going on as Reloy is like. It sounds like Reloy has started pacing and thinking at this
Reloy,
point.
let me ask it this way: is there somebody who actively dislikes your grandmother on this island?
Oh, lots of people. She's kind of mean.
Like, can you think of like what? Can you think of like one or two people who dislike her enough that if their enemies were to ask them for a favor, they would help? Like, I don't know, somebody else, somebody who's like her rival at like bingo or something. I don't know.
Ooh.
Those bingo ladies are dork.
Who is her Druid Ficer bingo rival?
Druid Ficer bingo.
What is happening?
I need that on a t-shirt or a sweatshirt. There was one guy. He was a lot. You may not find him particularly helpful because he's very difficult. Yeah, that's a good word for it. Difficult. But that might be your best option. He is her next door neighbor.
Oh, perfect. At least we know where he lives.
Oh yeah, I love the bell. I think you is a bell son.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
that's exactly. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, fuck. Oh.
And he may not be home if he is at Druid Fisser bingo night.
Oh, it must be the bingo. I'm not
it's
cleaning
fine.
that.
I think they have like pamphlets about like the social activities of the island here at the dock. I'll just see if it says what it says when bingo night is and if that's tonight. No problem. I'll figure that part out. What is this guy's name?
His name is
Marty.
Seems like I had a solid 3 minutes to think of this name, knowing it was going to come up, and I did not think about it.
Nope, because that's not how my brain works. Listen, I can do a lot.
What?
Marty.
Marty.
Nope, that's not the name we're going with.
No, Bard Rock already has a character named Mortimer in our universe. That would actually be confusing.
Yeah, we're not doing that. His name is... Well, actually, I don't know his name.
Wait.
Everyone just kind of calls him...
Is it something Mengster Ben Jessen? Yeah,
Well,
he's number 1.
No.
Schmitty Jensen.
Maybe. Everyone just kind of called him Grandpa Branch. I don't know why. But I don't actually know his real name. That's probably a bad thing. Maybe that's why he didn't like me that much.
He probably didn't like you because your grandmother was his sworn enemy, to be fair.
That's not... Well?
Maybe you should have been, like, socializing with this guy. Anyway, I think that's all we can need unless you can think of other helpful people on this island.
I didn't really talk to many people outside of them coming to get alcohol from me, and they didn't really talk to me much.
Oh, that reminds me. You probably have a whole store of alcohol just lying here no one's been attending to. I'm gonna...
Oh, God.
Hey, don't, and I'm assuming you hang up before
Yes, I've already hung up before Roy could tell me not to.
Yeah.
I am stealing his brewer's kit.
You have a brewer's kit. You stole a gold encrusted one with diamonds on it from that king that one time.
What?
You stole every possible kitchen appliance this guy had in his dragon hoard.
You
I
did
assume
do
a brewer's
that.
kit was included.
Oh shit. Okay.
So you have one that's encrusted in diamonds and sapphires.
Does not seem like that would be very effective, but okay. Noted.
All right, guys, we have a
I
lead.
just had to do that with the muffled voice.
All right, Mr. Reloy gave me a lead. We're looking for an old man who lives next to Mr. Reloy's grandmother's house. His name is Mr. Branch.
I
Father
know
Branch?
I know where that is.
All right, perfect. Remember, everyone disguises. Miss Polly, your bowler hat.
Alright.
The glasses are fine, but the bowler hat really finished the look. Just don't do the mustache. That was too much.
Wow, you are asking a lot for me to do on the fly here.
You don't have to actually do it to your avatar. I'm just doing it as a bit.
Alright. So Polly will go ahead and put on that bowler hat, smooth down those feathers, put on the hat.
All right. And we said Spirit and Arnil will guard the ship.
Yep, along with their buddy Tim.
Yes, along with Tim. Prince Lumino, do you want to be on ship duty or do you want to come with us?
He just kind of raises an eyebrow in Talia's direction. Should I stay on the ship or go with you?
I finally have cantrips, so I'm in a minor illusion, just like changing my hair color and like nothing else. I'm going.
Great. I'll go too.
This bottle symbolizes my bowler hat.
All right, dig it.
I love it.
Well, like
Here
a
I thought
bowler
bottle
hat, if you
episodes
think
meant
about
that we
it.
didn't leave the ship.
Did we take a short rest
You tell me.
since last session?
I feel like we took a long rest. We docked at an entire other planet and got a disguise and chanted our ship.
Yeah,
We
I was gonna
also
say, it sounds like
ate-
you would have, but if
Okay.
you had a reason not to, you're welcome to not have.
No, I'm just checking.
Yeah, I feel like more than a day has passed since the last session for all the stuff we did between sessions for this to be here.
You can do
Right.
it for the plot. You can
Yes.
avoid taking one for the plot. That's always an option. I've done it
Yes,
before.
yes, that is an option. I'm just saying, realistically speaking, you have the option to have taken the long rest.
Noted. All right.
Sarros, what's your disguise?
Well, the springness of him.
Right, that's
and
right. You
Also,
changed. That's
I,
right.
I was also completely serious. He is gonna put on the Mariluan disguise.
Okay. Can we at least do a different color of the Mariluan disguise? Hey!
Hey!
Spirit and Arnil, one of you doesn't have to get. Yeah, one of you doesn't have to guard the ship. One of you can come with us. We were going to have both of you guard the ship, but that would look like because Spirit was in sleep mode for a minute. Oh,
For anyone listening to this is gonna be so confused and be like, "What the fuck is happening?"
Like they like that during our sessions anyway.
Okay.
You think
I
they
don't
were
know.
following this to begin with?
So Spirit. First of all, it's me. Okay, it's me. I'm Polly. Okay.
Hello.
This is my costume.
yeah, the glasses are a very clever disguise, so you have to look past them.
Just want to make sure you know it's still me. We're gonna be going. I guess dockside. I don't know what the hell it is. We're gonna be going onto land, looking for someone named Grandpa. What was it? Grandpa Branch?
Yeah, I know it wasn't. Was it Grandpa? I thought it was like
Grandpa
Father
Branch.
Branch. Grandpa Branch. Okay, not to,
Grandpa
be
Branch.
confused, not to be confused with Grandma Willow, the famous Disney character.
No, certainly not.
I think that since Arnil and I were the ones that were stealing stuff from the chief lady last time, Arnil should stay here. As you can see, I have my glasses and my bowler hat here, so we're good. But Spirit, if you could come with us, I think that'd be great.
I am here to assist you.
Oh, but just so you know, Spirit, this planet is this island is chock full of druid artificers, so they may want to examine you for your robot parts.
I understand.
Yeah, make sure you keep yourself on lockdown.
Yes, and
Heading
if
down.
they do examine you, we may use that as a distraction.
No, power down. Wake up.
No, no.
Wake up. I feel like that would be counterintuitive.
All right,
I
so,
missed Spirit.
all right. So Arnil and Tim are guarding the ship. Does Miss Poppy want to guard the ship or come with us?
Oh, I have an option. Oh, I get to go. Oh, do you want me to go with you?
So it is up to you, Miss Poppy. It is a exciting new world, but you also literally specialized in security in your last thing, and guarding the ship is an important task. Whichever one you think your skill set would be best applied to.
I don't like that
Polly-
answer.
Polly is kind of.
You don't like being allowed to choose for yourself?
What is Polly doing?
Polly is kind of just looking away a little bit and kind of scratching the back of her neck a little, just kind of trying not to say anything or influence Poppy in any way. Just kind of looking off.
Can I roll insight?
Yeah.
Paul himself failed this insight check last session. 19 plus 4 for a 23.
I feel like it's pretty high. It's Polly, you tell me, is that high enough?
Against what?
The 23 of insight for
Look, Polly. Okay, look. With the 23, Polly doesn't know what the fuck's going on. Polly just knows that there's feelings happening, and she's not sure what that means. So.
I think this is expressly in Jake's wheelhouse. So Jake looks at Polly, looks at Poppy, and goes, "You know, Miss Poppy, I think you do really appreciate the culture of this planet. Actually, I remember they have a very eclectic food culture. I think that you and Miss Polly would enjoy exploring the food markets here. Although Miss Polly's done that once before.
Oh my god, it's so good.
Really?
Yeah, so I think you'd enjoy. I think you'd enjoy on the way to meet Grandpa Branch, checking out their food situation.
Okie dokie. And no, it's not having the option to choose that's the issue that I didn't like. The idea of being asked to guard things some more is upsetting, and I don't know why. I guess I'll unpack that later.
Oh, okay, because it was not my goal to upset you. I thought maybe
it's okay. I apparently have feelings that I didn't realize that I had.
Polly's gonna put her claw on Jake and just be like, Jake. Just stop. Just stop.
Okay, I got it, Miss Polly. I got it.
Okay. You did what you did. Just stop.
I didn't know I was going to do what I did.
Well, you did what you did, okay?
So food? Food.
Yeah, food.
I think during this exchange, Arnil, via telepathy to Poppy, goes, "No third wheels."
Nope. What does that mean?
Just kind of casually, quick glance at Tim and back.
Oh.
No. Oh, I thought you were telling Poppy not to let Poppy and Polly have a third wheel for a second.
You go with Polly. No third wheels.
Okay.
Woohoo!
And I
Did you
think
say that out
Polly
loud?
sees the grimace that flashes across Poppy's face as there's this telepathic thought that goes back to Arnil, and she's like, "Okay." She's like, "Food, yeah, let's go."
All right,
Go do
everybody.
food.
Remember, we organize on the buddy system. Everyone needs to be in a group of 2 or more. No going off by yourself.
Have fun,
Especially with the drunk ass admiral.
Somewhere Amara's eyebrows go up.
Of course they do.
You left the speaking stone on?
I'm trying to remember this planet. I don't think this island had anything resembling a temple, or even does it have a little podunk church?
Now, here's the thing. You guys did visit the tree at the center of the island that was the closest thing to a temple. That was kind of where a lot of the stuff kickstarted, where you guys located the compass and where a lot of the religious ceremonies are performed. That's going to be your best bet.
Okay, I need to go there. Who wants to be my buddy, and who wants to be the Grandpa Branch buddy? Or do we want to just stick together as a big group and do these things sequentially?
Which group's most likely for people to die? Because I should probably be the one that keeps people from dying. You know what, Captain? I guess I'm going with you.
All right.
That makes sense.
That's a lot of faith.
That's true. I do have a tendency to put myself in imminent danger for no reason. Well, anyway, I'm not gonna have an existential crisis right now. We have enough of those going on today. But we're up to 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Does anyone want to either go to the church and ask Garl Glittergold for advice group, or the go talk to Grandpa Branch about getting the ship pimped out group?
Or do you guys want to do this sequentially, all
We just,
together?
we just do it as a group if we want to. We can divide and conquer if we want to. Up to you guys.
Have to? So Polly knows where the general area where Grandpa Branch would be.
Mhm.
Is the house on the way to the tree, or is it past it?
Oh, It would be on the way there. Technically.
The house would be on the way there.
Yeah. Or on the way
Okay.
out.
Okay. So we kind of have to pass by Grandpa Branches on the way to the tree anyway. I can at least point it out on the way to the tree.
All right, perfect. I think at this point we're like walking into town. I'm looking for any sort of signage indicating when bingo night is and whether or not it's right now.
Roll me a luck check.
Oh, great.
So while we're walking through
19.
Yes.
While we're walking through, Sarros wants to look and see if there's any sort of jeweler tent or shops or something.
Okay. Yeah. Specifically like a jeweler?
Yes.
Yeah, there's a jeweler.
Cool. So I think when everyone else goes to talk to Grandpa, because Sarros is terrible at communication, he's gonna make a stop at the jeweler and just then wait for the rest of the party.
Okay. Interesting. Bingo
Is the
night.
jeweler far enough
flyers.
away from? Yeah. Okay.
It's not bingo night tonight.
Oh.
You do know
That means he'll be home.
Yeah, you do know
Yeah,
when
he'll be
bingo
home,
night
which is
is.
good
It's
for
not
us.
tonight.
All right. When we're done stealing the treasure, we'll return here and we'll see if we can pirate up bingo night a little bit.
Interesting.
It seems like Spirit was really on the I want to do pirate shit to bingo night train. That's all I'm saying.
Sarros, super quick. What you doing in the jewelers?
So Sarros wants to walk up to the jeweler and take out Polly's feather, and just be like, "Can you make this smaller and like put it in resin? And I want to wear it."
It's really wholesome.
That's really cute.
That's so wholesome. Yeah, let me see. And they like take the feather and they're like, I should be able to do that, no problem. How quickly do you need it back?
I
Like how big are you want it? You just want it like a regular necklace size or
yeah. Fairly quickly. I don't know if we're gonna be here long.
Okay. 2 hours? 2.5 hours? Is that long enough? Is that short enough time? Does that work?
I think so.
Okay. Yeah. Just come back in like an hour, a couple hours, and I'll have something for you.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'll just wander out.
Yeah. It is an insignificant amount of gold, so it's not even like a problem, but yeah.
We also did rob a dragon horde. I feel like at this
exactly.
point,
That's why it's
Yeah.
an insignificant amount of money. Are you just like waiting outside the jewelry shop, just like, yeah, that's no problem. I'll come back, plop, or are you actually gonna go meet up with everyone else?
No, I think if the jeweler's still on the same way to the tree, he's just gonna plop outside and just wait for everyone to walk by.
Okay. Yeah. So Sarros is doing that. Everyone else is going to visit Grandpa Branch. Yes.
Sarros ignoring the one order about the buddy system.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
you're
Jake
not
is
his
used to being
captain.
undermined. I'm the
Oh shit!
Oh.
But he is the
I am the
admiral.
captain's captain.
Yeah, he's like your
Left.
boss.
Oh.
Sounds like there's some bitterness there. Okay. So when I'm assuming nothing happens when we reach the place.
Parents
Grandpa
are
Bridge.
fighting. Oh my gosh. No, nothing happens. The lights on.
Okay, so Polly's gonna have her back facing Grandma, the chief's house, because obviously she doesn't really want it. She's in her obviously perfect disguise, but
Yeah.
she wants to make sure that she's still not detected. So she's gonna have her back face. She's gonna be like, "Okay, Jake, so that's where the chief's house is." And I'm guessing since is she surrounded by neighbors on both sides, or is it just one? Like, she have only one immediate neighbor?
There's like one immediate neighbor, but there's obviously other neighbors around. It's like this neighbor is almost like the depiction of rivals
Right.
in house form.
Okay. Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
so
he clearly is disobeying the she's clearly in charge of the homeowners association, and every single thing he can do that's technically allowed by the homeowners association that would get on her nerves, he's clearly done to the house.
It's like a zoning violation almost, but not quite, like blocking the view and
Yeah, look at his fence is exactly 2 inches higher than hers.
yeah.
But not quite 2 inches. 2 inches would be against the HOA.
the dirt around the post is worn because they've been moving the fence back and forth over a dispute of where the line is, that kind of a thing.
Yeah.
It's
okay,
this is the house.
Yeah,
it's also just his mailbox probably just says Grandpa Branch on it.
Yeah, it's that one. I wanna see if I notice that Sarros is missing since I'm now facing the group. Presumably,
Roll me perception.
12.
I feel like it's not that high. Everyone knows what Sarros looks like. I don't think you notice immediately. I think you do notice when you stop moving.
Polly's gonna go. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're missing Sarros.
Do you and Miss Poppy want to go check on Sarros while I take care of talking to Grandpa here?
I think that me being not near the chief's house is probably for the best. So yes, if that's
we can go get food.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah, be sure to get something buttery.
God damn it! I don't need to because Sarros will have all the butter.
So that's what I'm saying. So Sarros will feel good if you get something that would be better with butter.
Okay, fine. And she's gonna
grab dinner.
She's gonna start walking back the way they came because presumably that's what Sarros did, is just walk on the exact same path they were on. So we have now split the party. Whoops.
Oops.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Oh no.
We'll be okay.
All right, so who police knocks on the door?
So I think Jake, can I just really quick roll a forgery kit thing really quick?
Ooh, yeah, sure, go ahead.
Oh my
What are you
God.
trying? Well, hold on. What are you trying to forgery?
I want to forge a
Okay.
thing saying that I have somebody from town hall investigating a series of complaints he filed against his neighbor. So I want to just forge a badge that says I'm a representative of town hall.
Because it's a small community, it's going to be a pretty high DC, but you can do this.
All right, is it just proficiency or is it deception?
It is deception because you're going to have to. There's an
Okay.
acting piece to this as well.
Does
All right, so-
this count as an ability check if it's forgery tools?
Yeah,
Or
I'd
is it
say
deception check?
I'd say it would technically qualify as that. The DC, I'm gonna set it because I know your skills are pretty high too, but also in general because it is a pretty high DC. I'm just warning you, it is gonna be like a DC 28.
You may
Okay.
do so with guidance. I cast guidance upon you.
Okay, let me just go ahead and roll the d4 really quick. So I
You
had
know what,
a 26. I had a 26. I rolled a 4 on the guidance for a dirty 30.
There we go.
That was on a 19 on the die, by the way.
Yeah, I was like, I don't think you're gonna have an issue hitting this. But it's a small community. It makes sense. It's gonna be a high DC. So you can do this. He'll be a little wary at first, but he does believe you. He's just like, wow, things are changing.
Yeah, so I knock on his door. Dunk, dunk, dunk.
Yep. You hear some grumbling inside, just like, who's answering? Who's at the door? Who's on my freaking lawn? There's a very old looking half elf who opens the door. He's kind of hunched over, the laugh lines around his eyes and the slightly grayed hair that's coming in, and he just looks very jaded to the world, and he kind of squints his eyes at you and pulls up his glasses, and he's like, who are you and what do you want?
Hello, my name is Jason Waterfalls. My associates here are from town halls. We're from the complaint department, following up on several complaints you filed against your neighbor here, the village elder. I think is that the correct term? I'm sorry. I just moved the island here from one of the more distant islands, so I'm still learning the lay of the land. I'm sort of a I haven't really learned the political scape of this thing, but like I did see you had some complaints filed. I wanted to talk to you about them. What we can do to resolve them for you.
You and 3 others?
Yes, like we're a team basically. So I'm the supervisor, and they're my trainees.
Oh,
So
trainees.
they're kind of shadowing me.
For an island this small.
Well, you know, there's a problem. There's a problem where there's a lot of people at the top of the thing, and then like a really important person retired, so we hired 3 inexperienced people to replace them.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense, I guess. Ugh. Yeah, all right, come in. What do you need to talk about?
All right, so we get inside. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna level with you. I didn't want anyone to hear what I actually had to say. Hello, my name is Jake Swallow. I am the captain of a pirate ship that royally pissed off your neighbor. I have it on good authority that you don't like her, and I was wondering if you'd like to help me stick it to her.
Oh, I've heard about you. She's been
Oh no!
Oh,
Oh
You just throw something fierce.
no!
like
no!
Oh,
Oh,
can you try that again,
you're
Christine?
back.
Yeah, we heard you heard about you, and then you froze.
help!
We just all left.
What do you need? What do you need
So-
from me specifically?
So I need an item that is currently between both of your sons, and my ship is enchanted to be protected
Like my
from
children?
No, SUN, the stars. There's 2 large stars hitting your planet.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
And here's the thing: our ship is enchanted to be protected to a certain degree from extreme heat and some fire, but we're not sure it'd be safe enough. I have in good authority you are a very talented magician of some sort. From my experience, most of the people on this planet are some combination of artificers and druids.
Yeah, druid fisters.
So we actually have a very large amount of swag on our ship. I would be willing to offer you something you consider a status symbol that would kind of give you a one-up on your neighbor, so you can make her feel bad about herself from our treasure trove. If you were to just enchant the ship for us,
I'll tell you what. I heard you stole her lamp. You give me her lamp, I'll help you.
Let me double check, because a crew member is very fond of that lamp. So I'm going to dial up Arnil and the Speaking Stone. What are Arnil and Tim up to?
What are
raiding
they up to?
the locked kitchen.
Yeah, I'm stuck in the fridge. We joked about it earlier. It's happened.
Yeah.
Oh. Admiral, thank God. Help me.
Arnil, you sound like you're in a tin can. Is everything okay?
I am I'm in the fridge. Help.
You stuck in the fridge.
I will ask Alexa to take care of that for you really quick. How attached are you to the lamp?
It's my main weapon.
If I could replace it with a cool but not as erratic weapon, would you be basically? Grandpa Branch here is saying he will help us out if you give him the lamp so he can lord it over Loy's grandmother.
You
Would you be
have
able
to
to provide
find me.
would you be able to find a comparable sword, Grandpa Branch? Can we do a trade of some sort?
You just like want something to be able to do the same thing.
Equal or
not her lamp.
greater market value.
Yeah, if
Okay, Shark Tank.
if you had something that wasn't turned
Calm
out
down.
mechanically the same thing, that'd be great. Otherwise, I think Mr. Arnil's in the market for a really cool sword.
Yeah, I can give you something that is cool.
All right. All right, fantastic. So what we do is, you get on our ship. I will have the person with the lamp provide it to you when the work is done, since it's already on the ship.
What exactly did you need done to your ship? You said reinforce it. How do you want it reinforced?
Against the heat of 2 suns. As much fire resistance as you can throw at it.
All right. It's gonna take a minute.
That's fine. I have, for some reason, I feel like I have somewhere between 2 and 2.5 hours.
It's a very specific amount of time.
I don't know.
All
It's
right.
just like, I just have like this itch in my brain, like somewhere out there. That's a time clock that was set elsewhere.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so we're docked at, and I give him whatever dock number we're at. On the, I imagine there's not that many outsider ships in the dock, so he'll immediately recognize it.
Right. How many random new living ships show up here? Really?
Well, technically, our disguise is not living ships, so Loy's grandmother won't notice. But I give him
True.
the description of our current disguise ship.
Okie dokie.
All right, so you do that, and I call up Alexa. Alexa, can you let Arnil out of the fridge, please?
How did he get in the fridge?
Wall.
That tracks.
There's just a hole in the back of the fridge that Polly's never noticed.
Muffin
That
button.
apparently is a one-way door because Arnil cannot go back out the way he came.
Help me!
It is
But
some
he's
sort
never,
of biomesh.
he's never wanted or needed to go in the fridge
I-
before.
Oh my god,
He's
no,
never needed
Arnil is
to
stuck in the pickle jar. He got into the pickle jar.
This
And
is
for
gonna
some
s-
reason, Tim can't open it. With all of his like Oni strength, can't open a jar of pickles.
Okay, so I who
Polly has already walked away from the
I
scene to
know,
not hear me making this
I
phone
know.
call.
Jake and I was like, if Arnil initiated the call, maybe he did it frantically and like everyone's hearing. But no, you did, so never mind. I'm just gonna
And-
find
Yeah, this-
who knows what. when I
And
get
no,
Yeah,
Tim
and-
can't open the jar of pickles because that's Arnil's job.
How many Arnils does it take to open a jar of pickles?
He's got 4 hands. 1.
Huh. I just considered making a joke, but it feels more like an Amar joke than a Jake joke, so I'll keep it where it is.
Wow.
But Amar does too.
No, it's weird. I'm getting a text from Mr. No. Yeah, so I point in the direction of the ship. Arnil and Tim and Alexa will meet. We'll let him onto the ship to do what he needs to do,
Okay.
and also hook him up with a lamp in exchange for what household appliance is his version of the weapon of wonder.
Ooh. I think he just wants it to be her lamp. Like, I think he legitimately just wants it to
No,
be...
but like if he's giving Arnil basically the exact same fucking item,
Oh,
what does it
oh.
look like when it's not in combat?
Oh,
What is
gotcha.
what is the object lying around his house? A fishing pole, maybe? I don't know. Like a tiki, like a little hula lamp, maybe.
No,
A
I
different
think
lamp.
I think he's like legitimately if like he's already near the ship and once Arnil gets let out of the pickle jar in the fridge, yeah. So what do you want the new version of the weapon to like the one that I'm giving you in exchange for this one and also this, which honestly now that I'm thinking about it is really wildly not
if you want-
fair, but whatever. It's gonna be funny later, so it's fine.
I mean, would you like a diamond encrusted blender? We have 3.
Just a diamond encrusted sous vide machine.
Yeah, it's actually it's a really complex espresso machine, but there's just a gaudy number of jewels on it.
Yeah, so he's like, what do you want this one to... Do you want another lamp that's just not this lamp? Did you want...
This lamp is your lamp.
Did you want something completely different that doesn't randomly turn into new weapons?
Oh, are we still on the phone?
No. He has made
No,
it to
he's
you.
in person.
physically in
He's like
front of
talking to you
Oh,
after you get out of the refrigerator.
I think he's
and the
looking
pickle
for a
jar.
random piece of junk to enchant to become your weapon of wonder.
Yeah.
What random object? Like Arnold's looking around the room, like I want it to be. And what does he point at?
Or
I just-
like what weapon are we magically enchanting to do something else? If it's not that.
I just want a cool sword. I have a regular short sword that I, keep
Oh,
on me.
it's not a funny thing. It's just a short sword that turns into other things now.
No. Yeah. So you want to do the thing you sent me?
Sure, if that's okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, he's like, okay, this is gonna... I can't do this and the ship at the same time, but when I'm done with the ship, I can do something to the sword.
That's okay. No rush.
It'll look kind of cool. I mean, there's a little bit of a rush. It sounded like your buddy said like 2 hours, 2.5
yeah,
hours.
rush
we're gonna-
on that thing, but it's fine.
We're gonna be cutting it a little close, but it's fine. I think I can do it. I'm pretty skilled. It's no big deal.
Is there some way I can maybe help and make this thing kind of my own thing?
Ooh. Do you have any like mind abilities?
Yeah, I'm pretty psychic.
Okay. Yeah. If you can just like focus really hard with your psychic stuff on the blade, that would probably help.
Okay.
Just
Just
like
puts 2 fingers to the size of his head and is like, I don't think I'm doing this right, but we're gonna figure it out.
yeah. Well, we've got 2 hours. It's fine.
passes out immediately.
No.
And no one suggested using that on the jar. I'm just saying.
Of course not.
Now, everybody knows that pickle juice inhibits psychic powers.
Yeah, it's too acidic.
I thought it had to
Okay.
do with the salt content. Anyway.
It also requires a lot of focus, and you don't want to be there when the Jar Jar blinks.
I was going to say, the problem is it requires a lot of focus. Pickle juice doesn't make them concentrate.
Yeah.
I can't believe that Arnil got himself in such a pickle.
Heh.
I hate all of you guys.
So, you guys are collecting the trio, I assume, that is in the middle of eating, and making your way to the tree temple.
I mean, I feel
Please.
like Sarros isn't going anywhere until his jewelry is done, so I think Polly and Poppy are just, like, enjoying food.
Okay.
In
Oh no,
eyesight
I
of
was
Sarros.
Saros was waiting for the
Oh.
team
No,
to pass
Polly-
by so we
oh.
could join at the tree.
Okay, I got it. Oh, I
I
got
picked
it.
up the
Okay.
necklace on the
We're
way
reuniting
back.
for the. I got backwards. I thought you were waiting for us to finish at the tree. I got it now.
As Polly and Poppy are like walking up and they see Sarros, like as soon as Polly clocks Sarros, she's gonna kind of be like, "Okay, wait, hold on. I want to see what it is that he's doing." And she's just gonna stop and just watch what Sarros is doing.
Saros is literally sitting on the bench outside the jeweler's, just swinging his feet, just waiting. Not a thought in his head.
She's gonna turn to Poppy and be like, "How long do you think he's been doing that?"
Do you want my real answer, or do you want me to say something that sounds nice?
Okay, let's start with the nice answer.
He just started doing it when we walked up.
Okay, no, for real.
He's been doing it since we separated.
I think you're right.
You guys broke up? That's so sad.
Well, that's okay. That's okay because they clearly brought him some cotton candy to cheer him up.
Oh.
Fucking cotton candy again.
No. This is a new candy. This island doesn't have cotton candy. This island has something special.
Rock candy.
Rock candy.
Oh, saltwater
Big
taffy
rock
makes sense.
candy about.
I think they did have saltwater taffy. I think we did. I
Probably.
think we did
Oh,
establish that last time. So, I'm like, I'll be like, okay, should we go get him and bring him so we can go to the tree, or do you want to like sit and eat some more? Like,
I think we can eat and walk at the same time.
that's fair. That's fair. All right. So Polly's gonna walk forward, very clearly, like standing in the middle of the walkway, so that Sarros can see her, and be like, "Hi, Sarros.
Hi, Polly.
We're gonna go to the tree now.
Okay.
You wanna come with?"
I've been waiting for you. Where's everyone else?
They're on their way to the tree.
Okay.
I feel like we just, as cued by like a stagehand offset, just like walk by, like conveniently timed in a way that wouldn't actually make sense in real life.
Yeah, they just like turn a corner. Oh, whoop, we got lost. All right, let here we got some saltwater taffy. You want to have some?
Ooh. Just take a piece and like try and understand the wrapping.
Okay, let's go. So Polly's gonna kind of be like ushering two of them in the direction we need to be going and start walking there.
Sarros, can you unwrap the candy and walk at the same time, or is that something that you're limited where you can only do one or the other? Do you need us to unwrap it
Fine.
for you and then hand it to you?
Cyrus is gonna think for a really long time and just hand the candy over.
You just see that she like pulls either side so it
Oh.
unwraps all at once and then just opens it and hands like the wrapper so she doesn't have to touch it with her hands and holds it out to you so you can pick it up off the wrapper.
He's just gonna take the whole wrapper and just like try to shove it
No,
in his mouth and just like
Ooh, that's okay. I mean, I guess wax paper is technically edible.
Wait.
He was gonna shove the candy and then just like wipe the paper down.
She was afraid
He's
you were
not
going to
actually-
the entire thing. She was...
Oh,
Wait,
Oh.
he
that's how
knows the difference at least between food and not food.
that's how you're supposed to do it. And then you see Polly like using her beak to snap off one end of the wrapping, and then push the taffy into her mouth. I have learned something today.
Your way works really... Your way works too?
I usually just I grab it. I just like may I, and I ask for Miss Polly for.
Where the hell did you come from, Jake?
My parents.
Are we sure about that?
Statistically, most people come from their parents. Like that's just.
Most.
Did you
Once again, Amar's eyebrow raises somewhere.
Did you settle the thing with the guy?
Yeah, it's all taken care of. He's doing it in exchange for that one cool lamp we got one time. Arnil's cool with it.
Okay, we still need to go to the tree.
Yeah, yes, but
Finally.
may I show you how Harangon eat saltwater taffy really quick?
Sure.
I take it and I use my giant rabbit bucktooth to cut it exactly in half while it's still in the wax paper, and then I remove the two pieces from the wax paper.
Prince
Polly's-
Lumen chimes in actually when you say technically most people come from their parents. He's like, I didn't. That was weird, I guess.
Is it like a immaculate conception kind of thing, or?
No, astral dragons are born of the astral sea, so we just kind of appear. Our eggs appear. It's like a whole thing.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say, like even beholders who just kind of will new versions of themselves into existence technically still come from a parent figure. So that's interesting.
Something about the collision of stars and general space apparently can create us.
Wait, who?
Spirit's the one with us. Arnil's the one on the ship.
Oh, I thought we were on the ship.
No, you're on the ship. We are not.
Oh,
On the ship.
okay.
You're the one that chose to play two characters, sir.
Okay. I thought we were back on the ship. That's my bad.
Got him!
No, there's been a bunch of jumping around too, so it's totally valid.
Yeah, I was
No,
just about to
I'm-
ask why the prince had joined us. Like,
And granted,
Oh,
it makes sense with the Haringen captain. We would be doing a lot of jumping around.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta keep one jump ahead of the red line and one swing ahead of the sword.
Polly's gonna turn to Poppy and be like, I see the way that Jake just ate that candy. That's totally the way my little sister used to do it. It's really weird.
Really?
Yeah,
Huh.
super weird.
I know you.
Literally never seen another person do that.
That's kind of strange that they do it the same way.
Anyway,
Ancestry.com test to see if Jake is part Kenku. Noted.
or if Polly's part Eric. Anyway, to the tree.
To the tree.
All right.
Meanwhile, Rhett is picking up the discarded paper and putting them into a garbage bag that he happens to have. Why does
is
he
he
Garbage
wearing, like, one of those
bag
garbage
of
ba-
holding.
Is he
Something
wearing
like
like
that.
one of those garbage bag over the shoulder bags that like people who clean up litter around the park do, where like he's kind of wearing it as a satchel?
Mhm.
I dig it.
Yeah, between that and what looks like a golf bag, but instead of golf heads, it's or the heads of golf clubs, it's heads of mops. Like several different mops.
Do we successfully make it to the tree? Do you need to roll an encounter? Is there like a Hydra or anything we need to worry about?
Oh God.
Don't tempt me.
We're level
Whoa.
11, Hydra would not be that scary.
Yeah, no, not at this point for you guys.
Turns out there's a Hydra.
We
Weird.
just need to get up on its back.
Yeah, I have a ring of jumping. I can get on its back real good.
No,
I know,
there's.
Amar, eyebrow, got it.
do
There-
not jump that.
I need everyone to roll me nature super quick though.
Nature, that's the thing I'm good at. I'm not, but let's see how 11 made me die does. 13.
3.
10.
Ow.
Nat 20 for 29.
Ooh.
Nice.
Tracks for spirit.
Nat 20 for 25.
Tracks for
Oh
Polly.
my god.
Spirit out-natured the druid.
I only have like 3
17.
levels of druid. Mostly cleric.
Still.
Thanks to how my build is, I can have basically expertise in anything whenever I want. I just need to spend spell slots for it.
Sweet.
Ooh. Why? Oh, wow. I gave Poppy a pretty decent plus to that. And
I'm
Poppy
still on
has
Arnil's
a
condition.
22. So Poppy also gets us. I think those are the only 3. Did Rhett roll? Or is Rhett not?
17.
17. Okay. That is just barely. The DC was 18. Did anyone else get above an 18? No. Okay. So yeah, give me those D100s for those of you that nat 20'd, which is I believe the 2 of you.
95 and 11.
95 and 11 and 55 and 99.
You get 3 tables to choose from for me here.
Yeah. Remind me. You said it's what, and what?
Warlock, Bard, and Rogue.
Okay. Go look at Warlock and Rogue. I don't think we see a lot of those.
I mean, our Bard Rock Cafe's main campaign does have a rogue, but
Butterfly.
do whatever you feel is most appropriate.
On Space Rock, I meant.
Oh, we the one of those with the rogue, one was not. I got it now.
Yeah. Okay. That one is potentially useful. What's the other one? That one is useful, but not currently. Oh wait, no, it's not. I didn't read that enough. Spirit probably has all of the bardic inspiration. Okay, I think we're gonna go with Warlock here. And you get an additional spell slot until you take a long rest.
Oh, sweet.
And then Talia was not. No, Talia wasn't. It was Polly. Polly is 95 and 11. We got Druid and Cleric.
Cleric. Yep.
Yeah. Bum. Let's see. 95 and 11. That one's interesting. What's this one? You know, I didn't notice that sound until everyone started talking about it in the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't either.
I just noticed it when Sarros mentioned it.
I was just like, oh, I'm hearing things. It's fine.
That one's interesting. Ooh, that one's also interesting. One of these is less good, but still interesting. I mean, they're both like good, but I think this one will be more useful to you. Well, yeah, this one is more useful to you because of the potential coming out. You gain 3 uses of wild shape that are not restored upon rest. So you get 3 additional wild shapes, basically.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
No, it stopped. Okay, cool. So, I believe it was just you two who passed, and you two and Poppy. So you guys are walking through walking up to the forest, and you don't have a native here with you to guide you, but you can very sort of easily make out the little like elephant trails and natural paths that seem the most worn that sort of wind through the forest. So it is not Sorry, reading. I can't read and talk at the same time, apparently. It is not difficult to traverse the forest to get to a location that it seems like many people would naturally want to go for rituals, for worship, for whatever reason. So,
Oh my god.
helicopters. So yeah, so you guys are able to make it there, no problem.
Thanks to the helicopter specifically.
To the helicopter specifically, or motorcycles, or whatever that was. So we can get through this. I believe in us. I believe in me. Yes, so you guys are able to make it through the forest, no problems. I'm gonna stop looking at chat. I'm just gonna minimize you so no one's saying anything important, because I can't. You guys make it through the forest, no problems. In addition, all three of you, especially Polly and Spirit, you notice something really interesting, which sort of became apparent last time you were here. Spirit wasn't here last time, but you noticed something interesting about the tree. There's been a waxing and waning of the magic on the island that seemed kind of new. There was a problem that they weren't sure about, and it was initially hinted at when you guys were first here that perhaps it started pretty recently and that there was a chance it was linked to you guys somehow because of all the wild magic shenanigans that were going on.
Mm-hmm.
The life of the tree right now is even worse off as far as how stable it feels. It seems like the longer this is going on for, the less stable this world is, and subsequently its ability to tolerate the environmental impacts of the suns that it has grown accustomed to. I think it's like a computer fan.
So Polly, I think, is going to she's gonna put one of her talons on the tree and just kind of note to herself that the tree looks very sad. Right, sad tree. Can I attempt to cast Druidcraft on the tree?
Sure, what do you want to do?
I want to try to... I know that it says I can instantly make a flower blossom, a seed pod open, or a leaf bud bloom. I would like to instead use that same kind of energy to maybe provide a little bit of nourishment or healing to the tree.
Here's what I will say, because I've had you guys do something like this before, and I think it was specifically you as well. Druidcraft, I believe, is a cantrip. You would have to use a leveled spell to do what you're doing in a way that would be meaningful. But you could do that.
Okay, then I
Which
will...
also comes with the chance of potentially proccing wild magic, although it is a little bit less likely with the magic. With this
okay, are we aware collectively that doing anything more than a cantrip results in a wild magic roll?
I feel like we have enough anecdotal evidence to have put that together.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, we haven't been rolling. You haven't been rolling for that at all. That just is happening.
No. We knew in character was Polly's question.
Yeah. Like above board, I know, but like, does Polly know? Is what I'm asking.
Okay, here's what I'll say. You guys as a group have the potential that you may have talked about it. Whether Polly's been paying that much attention or not, I'll let you decide. Because I feel like that would have come up like, hey, have you noticed that sometimes the wild magic just kind of happens after we've cast spells? But that's a would you guys have actually had that conversation kind of thing.
So I think that even if we had, Polly was probably not paying super close attention. And since Druidcraft is technically a cantrip, even though I'd be casting it at a slotted, I don't think that Polly's going to notice the difference. She's just going to be like, "Oh, that's one of those things that like doesn't trigger wild magic." So I'm going to go ahead and I will cast it at what level do I need to cast it at?
I think the more like the higher level, the more meaningful the impact would be, but also the more risk that comes with it. If it goes into wild magic, is what I'll say.
I'm going to cast at a first level. I will cast Druidcraft.
Okay. You don't proc wild magic. What does this look like as you're casting Druidcraft?
Polly with her talons on the tree. It's almost like she's stroking the tree, like she's like, "Oh, poor baby," right? Like, poor tree. You clearly don't know what's going on, and you're suffering because of it. And I know that this started before, and it seems to have only gotten worse. And this is pretty much all I can do for you right now. But I hope that this helps some. And she kind of just channels in that druid magic into the tree in hopes to sort of like help fortify it some.
Okay. There's a pulse as the magic sort of flows from you into the tree, and you feel it stabilize just a little bit. Like it's not a lot. It's not particularly strong, but you do feel a little bit of meaningful impact, and though there is something like received here, but you also sort of sense a hunger that's a little bit alarming that is also there.
Now, when you say a hunger, do you mean something beyond just like wanting food, wanting water and sunlight and...
Yeah, like for the tree, like for a natural like plant, you know, it's at base level, it's sunlight, it's nourishment, it's water, it's all of that. It goes beyond that, as though it's like, because it is also magical, it's like that hunger for power, for magic. It's kind of alarming the way that it comes across.
So as she detects that initial moment of kind of like that's stabilizing, she's kind of reassured, and then as she sort of starts to feel this hunger, she's gonna withdraw her hand from the tree, and she's gonna kind of look at it, because she's gonna look at it and she's gonna be like, it's not right, and I don't know what to do about that.
What's wrong?
That's not right, Miss Polly.
The tree seems hungry, but not like in the way a tree would normally be hungry, or in the way that you or I would be hungry. Would this be more similar to the kinds of feelings that we got when we were fighting those ships from that one ship, that other living ship?
Yes.
Okay.
That is 100% what that feeling
Okay.
is.
It feels a lot like that nasty ship that we were fighting. You know, when we were fighting what's his face, Tim's dad, and all that shit. The one that kind of like bolted on us.
No, Luluman's dad. Tim is our Oni friend. But yes, Jake's like, give me a second, Miss Polly. I just want to divine sense this tree and the surrounding area for like undead, fiends, celestials.
I would be careful, Jake.
Jake is never careful. Divine sense.
Whoa.
Fair enough.
And we're gonna call it right there, guys.
Whoa.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Thank you so much for tuning in to Space Rock Cafe. We're gonna come in on some interesting stuff next time because, for one, they just opened up a whole ton of worms. For two, we're gonna start to get into some really fun nitty gritty stuff here the last like little bit of our space rock adventures. But it was so fun getting to play with you guys today. Let's go around the table and tell us who you were playing, who you are, where people can find you. We will go starting with Gabi.
I was gonna say, I think I
Yeah.
finished. My name's Gabi. I'm currently redoing podcasting stuff, and we're getting ready for the second half of our third season. So
I don't remember who was before Gabi, but we're just gonna go with Allison.
I don't remember.
It probably was. If it's quiet, it's you. Hey, I'm Allison. I have been Sarros. And I am off in indie movie land with hopefully news on some of the festivals that I've entered soon, but we'll see. Update as I can.
Paul?
Paul or Polly? I want to make sure I heard right.
Paul.
Oh, okay, perfect. I'm Paul. I have played Admiral Jake Swallow. You can find me on Bard Rock Cafe playing Brock songs. You can find me on Blaze in Paradise as the, quote, Blaze Daddy is my player's name. I did not say that, I promise. And occasionally I do work on Monster Cafe. I have one more arc where I'm the keeper coming up, and then I think that production and I are parting ways just because it no longer needs me. But I am technically on there for one more story arc coming up.
Coach?
Coach Zero, the Unsummoned Skull. Most of what I do is magic related. I do have a podcast called the Quote of Arms Podcast. And I stream on Twitch right now it's every Wednesday. Twitch.tv/Unsummoned Skull.
Marty.
Hey, I'm Marty. You can find me all over this gosh darn network. I'm on Bard Rock Cafe. I'm on Monster Cafe. I'm on Wayfaring Strangers, College of Whispers. Some other ones I probably forgot.
You should list the ones you're not on. That might be faster.
Blaze in Paradise.
Not for lack of trying, I'm late for it, actually.
Who else is who? We still have Polly,
Ursa.
but is it just Ursa? It's just Ursa and me.
Hi, I'm wearing a bunch of stuff. Hold on. I'm Ursa. I played Polly, the chef, and Bird dealing with very complicated feelings. But I'm also kind of all around the network, but mostly behind the scenes. So I edit for the Bard Rock maincast, and I'll be joining the cast for campaign 2 when that starts next year. So.
And me. Hi guys, I'm Xtina or Xtina. I've been your GM for the evening here for Space Rock Cafe. When I am not GMing here, you can find me as a player over on the Agents of Damned podcast. We are at Agents of Damned, at Agents of D, or at AOD across the various networks. Social media is kind of a cluster right now, so find us on our Discord if you want to come hang out. See us, check us out every other Friday. But check out everything else going on in the Bard Rock Network. There's a lot of fun stuff. If you enjoyed listening to the fun stuff happening with the Wild Magic charts, you should check out on the DMs Guild. It's by Dave Panfio. It's Wild Magic for every class, and it's lots of fun stuff. And again, you can use the code Bard Rock Cafe at checkout for the DMs Guild, Fan Roll Dice, Minva RPG, and Many Worlds Tavern, and you'll get 10% off at checkout. Thanks, guys. Bye.
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 Bye.